Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm live. I'm live. I know I said 105. I know I said 105, but that was a mistake. I'm here. I am here. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be on here too long. Hopefully people, come through. You know what I mean? I don't know why I put 105 though. Like, dang, like I wasn't talking till 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I did that. I want people to hit that like button though. I want people to hit that like button, man. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you, man. This is after dark situation going on here. Minister Jones, what's good, man? Minister Jones, put that in the Discord. Let's flood it in the Discord, my brother. Flood it in the Discord. Minister Jones, t- R RHE. What's it? Not say RHE. RHE10. What up, baby? What's good? I knew I was tripping. I was tweaking. I was sitting there saying 105 AM. I'm good thing I did. You know what I mean? Set that at a different time. I mean, I had to set it. I'm like, "Dawg, I must have been up there half sleep or something like that." T man, what's good, my brother? How you feeling? How you feeling, T man? How my brother feeling? You know what I mean? This is after dark, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna keep it. People was like, man, why you ain't going live? I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't going live. I'm not going live next week neither. I'm only after dark next week because you know why? Because one old Apple I mean, down. I said my bad now. Whatever. Old Apple messed it up for one person with all that crying and babbling. If you don't, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I'm gonna talk my ish into OT and Paperboy come through if they able to come through or whatever like that. But I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, and I don't care what y'all how y'all feel. You're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna do on my page, on my channel. You're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do. That's not what you ain't gonna do. You're not gonna sit there and tell me I bash black women, that I bash the LGBT. I do what I want to do. Unsubscribe from me. Don't need that energy. It's gonna be a whole two. You messed up my whole zone. They don't want person to know who I'm talking about. Man, I was vibing. I was in the groove going live every day. And there's one particular person trying to tell me what to do. You ain't gonna tell me to do nothing. You feel me, T man? People too busy investing and trying to tell you what you need to do. Get off my doggone channel. I'm so tired of these emotional ass women. And men too, but mostly women. So doggone emotional. Yes, I'm going to continue to put my foot on the neck of the LGBT community. If I really want this, that's what I want to do. Ain't nobody gonna tell me about anything and nothing. Hit that like button. Exactly. These niggas are so lame and sensitive. I'm just praying to God, please, God. I'm just saying, please, God, bring me some more younger, if they older too. You know what I mean? Woman that sit there can have conversation, don't get too emotional. Please, please do. Please do. That's all I ask. I'm looking for new people, man. Jesus Christ. Hit that like button, y'all. Minister Jones, you know what I mean? Minister Jones sitting there getting emotional and all type of stuff. It's not even that deep. Ridiculous. Y'all hit that like button, man. Not that deep, man. It is not that deep. Let me sit there and hit that like button. Say, why older people get emotional than young folks do? Exactly. That's what I want to know. People just be too much invested. Go get some air. Hit that like button, y'all. What's good, Demarcus Govan? What's good, baby? What's good, Demarcus? How you feeling, my G? See what you feel. Exactly. Hit that like button. Or if they're sitting there getting emotional or whatever like that. Ain't no need to be getting emotional. Hit that like button. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Tell me how y'all feeling, man. How was y'all week? Matter of fact, I'm gonna say say with that. How was y'all week? Tell me how was y'all week? Is a thin line between love and hate. Hey man, Janet Jackson. I had that thumb that had that picture of Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was bad. You know what I mean? Real sexy. She still looked good for her age, but she was bad back then. Ooh, my God, she was bad. Put some respect on Janet Jackson's name, man. Here we go. Phenomenal. Feeling phenomenal. Yeah, that's how you supposed. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, my brother. You know what I mean? Phenomenal in Magic Johnson voice. To our people here, hit that like button. Hit that like button. You know, my man, Mr. Jones, these females, you know what I've noticed, Minister Jones? Some of these females need some dick in their life. Some of these women need dick in their life because if they had dick in their mind, oh, I was about to say something wrong. I was about to say, I was about to say, hey,
Can't
movie,
say
thank you
nothing.
for,
It's after dark. I ain't saying that wrong. What you talking
hey,
about, man?
hey, hey, movie, you about to start laughing, though. I said some of these women need a dick in their mouth because they too damn emotional, man. Seriously,
Yeah,
though,
some of them do.
honestly, they do. You know what I mean? Y'all need a dig in y'all mouth and y'all need some because if you had some, you wouldn't be too invested in being in other people's business. That's what some women need, honestly.
Yeah, there you go. You ain't never lied about that shit.
You feel me?
You got your own business. Why the fuck you worry? Why you worry about somebody else's?
Exactly, bro. Why niggas just sit there worry about what other feelings or whatever? Like that, like I never understood like a man, like for the man out there, man. Stop being chatty patty and Dame Dash boys. If you had a woman that was giving you that work, you wouldn't be up there acting like a female being in everybody's business.
That's for
You
damn sure.
were watching reality shows. I don't even watch reality shows no more. You know what I mean? Like
If
honestly,
you a
nigga.
dude watching Basketball Wives 11, if you watching all that shit, something wrong with you, bro.
Exactly. It's something is though, man. Like you gotta set the tone for your woman. If you got one, if you don't, you gotta set the tone. All that love and hip hop shit ain't, you know what I mean? That ain't gonna work, bro. Because
That's just that's for
that's
the birds,
ridiculous.
bro. Literally for the birds, the chicken head.
Exactly. All for the chicken heads, you know what I mean? And I actually believe that's why some women be bitter because they don't have a man to dick them down. And that's why they get bitter and start being emotional. If you was getting dicked down by your man, you wouldn't be worried about some of the things other people be saying over the internet. You wouldn't worry about what Kevin saying was saying. You wouldn't worry about it. In my opinion, you wouldn't worry about what none Kevin Sanders was saying. Kevin Sanders wasn't
They
saying
either
nothing wrong.
they either getting they either ain't getting dick down or they getting dick down too much. They got multiple dicks in their life and they need to focus on one.
They got a lot of them though.
Yeah, too many.
For real though, man. Like you can kind of tell how a woman act though when they getting digged down and when they not.
Oh yeah, for
Seriously
sure.
though.
For sure.
My OG told me that one time. He was like, "Yeah, she ain't getting no dick." I said, "How you know?" He like, just look how she act." And I look at the tendencies of her acting. I said, "Yeah, she ain't getting I know you know this paper boy. You go to the. I know.
Well, they
I,
getting some, but they ain't getting it. They ain't, whoever doing it ain't doing it right.
that's a fact. Or they don't know what they doing, or the woman don't want them to do it. You know, some women just want they just want to sit there and have a man to do all the work. They don't want to do nothing. Lazy sex.
Those ones I can't rock with. You you got to
Uh,
be active. This a two part. You know, what I mean, it's two people doing this.
mm-hmm.
You know, what I
And
mean, we this a partnership. When even if we not together, it's still a partnership. We in the bed, but we both got to play our part. So you gonna have to do something. You gonna have to throw it back. You gonna have to have some good net game. You gonna have to do something.
yeah, you're gonna have to do
Yeah.
something, man. You know, if y'all ladies, if y'all say y'all so much of a Little Kim, y'all like her fair, but she was giving y'all woman game.
She
You
was.
know, she was giving y'all game. And I don't know if y'all was taking an advice or whatever like that, but she was giving y'all niggas, she was giving y'all game or whatever like that. And I understand why people like honestly, like I'm not trying to get on your business because you did say you was married, man. I was thinking about like, you know why I didn't really want to get married though.
Was past
You
tense.
was, yeah, plus, yeah, was. You know why I've been looking to get married because these women nowadays is not the modern day woman.
No.
What I mean by that is they don't want to cook. They got a lot of mouth. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty sure since you got a divorce, you probably didn't got your. I mean, even though you paper boy, so you always all about getting that money, but you are gonna get more money. You know what I mean? I can remember 50 Cent was saying he was celibate. He said he was able to think clear and he don't have to worry about the drama. Even Redman just came out and said that. And some of these women, they mess up I know you got a lot of goals and stuff, but I'm pretty sure. Let me know if I'm wrong, Booby. When you got away from all the drama, your mind was even it was able to be clear and you know
Oh
what you want to
hell
do.
yeah. If I'm not anytime I'm not with a chick, I'm I'm doing me. So I ain't gotta worry about none of that. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
focused to the highest and I'm winning. So I ain't really worried about none of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Dudes they get sidetracked with these chicks. And honestly, dudes be giving it up to you talking about the females giving it up too easy. These
Right.
dudes be giving it up too easy. Well, if you
That's a
want to be
fact.
real about it, they be giving up too easy. Like, come on, man. If if you doing what you doing, you handling your business, you got bread, you stacking, you making a life for yourself. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And you're not in a whole bunch of trouble. You're not if you're doing the right thing, doing it the right way, why are you going out here messing with all these chicks, giving it up? You know what I mean? And then you end up getting one of them pregnant, the wrong one, and then you stuck. You feel me?
Right.
So nah, don't do that. Stop giving it up so easy. Uh, Niggas need to start vetting these bitches, bro. No bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start vetting these bitches because they a lot of them they'll play their part. Just like you want to see what you working with, especially if it's something that you think, okay, I might want to do something with her. I mean, if you just going in there dicking them down and you going from this one to this one to this one, then you get caught up. You get what you get
Mm-hmm.
for real.
That's a
You got to
fact.
be more decisive about what you're doing. Don't just be going out here trying to get some pussy just to be getting some pussy. Why are you getting some pussy? Just to get a nut off, nigga. You can go rub one out for all that, and then see if you still want to fuck the bitch after that. You feel me?
Right.
It's serious out here, man. For real.
Right.
You can.
Do
There's
me
too
a
many
favor,
things that get caught up with that. That's crazy.
my bad for cutting you off. Do me a favor, hold
Are
it
you
down. I
good?
gotta use the bathroom right quick.
Now do your thing.
All right.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of females out here that I mean, a lot of dudes that be out here that's worse than these females. That's the niggas that got 10 baby mamas, 8 baby mamas out here acting stupid in these streets for nothing. This shit don't make no sense. Candy Love, what's going on? They tried to cancel, but it's his legacy. Nah, they can't never cancel Kevin Samuels. He exactly his legacy lives on, and now he is legend. So even though they done got him up out the paint, and I still believe that to this day, somebody got rid of that man. Don't get it twisted. All that stuff they was talking about him. Oh nah. If you really pay attention to what Kevin Samuel was talking about before he passed away, he was talking about he was in the gym, he had a trainer, he was getting his body together. He already had his mind right. You know, what I mean, he was getting his money in his body together. So something is a lot more to it than meets the eye when it comes to his death. Believe that. So females' greatest weapon is their cat. Most most of these be weak minded, which is why females had a better. Yeah, it is. A lot of these dudes is weak minded because that's the only thing they think about. Oh, she look good. I need to smash that. Man, so what? She look good. What else she got going on with her besides
Mm-hmm.
some pussy?
That is
For real.
true.
What else she got going on with her? Because
Talk to
after that,
him.
then what?
What up, Candy? Candy in the
Like that's
building.
crazy. That's crazy as hell. Why are these dudes out here? You going off of it's more than meets the eye.
Mm,
You feel me?
that
And if
is
you just
true.
going off of what you seeing, then that's what you gonna get. If you just want ass, that's all you gonna get. Ass. She gonna act the whole ass after you get done.
That's a fact.
If you get her pregnant, she really gonna hack the whole ass, and that's all you was worried about was ass. So that's what you get now. Hey,
That's a
that's all
fact.
you. So,
Yeah, he giving Paperboy giving y'all game. It ain't all about the sex. They said she said these use females to set up. Yeah, they to set them up. Yeah, they do.
yeah, they do, cause they stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They stupid. They got a whole bunch of jewelry, some money on them, all that flashing and all that stuff, trying to show off for females. And a lot of time nowadays, these sus ass niggas, they be showing off for niggas too. So I'm like, what are you doing? Trying to show off a whole bunch of money and jewels and cars and all that stuff to try to stunt on niggas. Why are you trying to stunt and show off for niggas?
Spending too much money on them too.
Yeah, way too much. Way too much. And they think that's really what it's about. Oh, I got this bread. I got this. Real motherfuckers that make bread, that have money, that not rich, that are wealthy. They don't worry about none of that shit. They ain't worried about no designer clothes. They ain't worried about the cars, trying to get a new car every year, they ain't trying to do none of that shit. They thinking
Mm-hmm.
about longevity, the long game.
Right.
It's only short-minded people that actually do that. That's trying to get a outfit for every weekend and worried about going out on the weekend and popping bottles and all that other shit. That's small-minded shit, bro.
They looking at too much social media stuff, by the way, too.
Oh yeah, Twitter finger.
Yep, trying to impress a woman that don't like them. So ain't go for a woman. You spend all that money for a dude, and all he want to do is hit it and quit it. You just spent all that money.
Hey, Candy, it's real though. She gonna hack the
She,
whole ass. That's all you was focused on. So hey, here you go. You get all the
mm-hmm.
ass.
Yep, the
You gonna
BB.
act a whole donkey now. Go ahead, do your thing.
That's what the BBL joints come in
Mm-hmm.
to play.
Yep. She gonna act a whole donkey. Especially if you seed her up. You seed her up. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Cause she coming for all that.
And all my
It's a lot of females out here, and it's sorry to say, it's a lot of females out here that's looking for donors.
mm-hmm. There he is
They out
though.
there looking for straight up donors. They don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. They want to get pregnant and put a dude on child support that got some bread, and that's it.
Hopefully, Uncle Donald do that. You know what I mean? I don't know how true that is, but hopefully he do that. All that birth citizenship shit is out the window too. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? You can't be, all that getting, getting pregnant just because you're trying to be in another get that money. All that's out the
Mm-hmm.
window.
It is. It really is, bro. But
They
hey,
go. That should be good though. That mean your ass won't be. I mean, y'all women should think twice before you get pregnant.
it should always be like that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That's the whole thing. People they stay away. Don't woman's body is this, woman's body is that. Hey, I get it. I get it to a certain extent. But if you pregnant by somebody, it's your body. But at the same time, that's their seed. At the same,
Mm-hmm.
so you know what I mean. If I subscribe to the thinking of if you have the right to abort the baby, then the dude has the right to step away. Bottom
That
line, that's just
that's a
what it is.
fact.
It shouldn't just be all about what you want, because it wasn't all
Right.
about what you want when y'all was laying down. It was both of y'all doing it. It's both of y'all seed. You feel me? You know what I mean? I
Mm.
can get real deep about that shit, and it's like, well, it's only this debate. No, like, well,
They need to know this though, because they always think it takes two to tangle, but the man seed is the man seed at this
it
point.
is.
Like, you know what I mean?
Women give
Like,
birth, men give life. Okay, let's be
right.
real about it. If nobody went to school, you know what I mean, saying, oh well, women give life because they give the child. No, a sperm is a living organism until a certain extent. That's why it has a tail. That's why I can move. That's why I can do all the things. Do your research. Okay, it's already a
Mm-hmm.
living organism. Men give life. Women give birth. Let's get it right.
Yeah, I think people lost that too. You know what I mean? But in the political realm, like the Democrats have people thinking that women run every damn thing.
Yeah.
You know that they need the woman rights this. What about our rights? That shit
You're right.
changing
Damn
though.
right, DeMarcus. DNA test should be mandatory at birth. It definitely should, because there's too many women out here lying about who their baby father is. Maury made big money off of just that subject alone. His show, after a while, that's all his show was about.
Who are the father? He made a
That's it.
lot of money from that. What up, Inga in the bill? Inga, they go Inga right there. The
Mm-hmm.
realest.
Put up, Inga.
Inga be
Torian in the building. What's up, Torian?
Tori in the building. Inga be up there getting at these cats, man.
Got to.
You got
That's the thing. I love Inga, man. Inga, because she's real. She's real. And it don't matter.
uh-huh.
She's not siding just with the men. She's not siding just with the women. She's siding on facts. She's siding on, you know what I mean? Just
She
on common sense. That's what she's siding on.
she
And I
has
love
her
that.
she has her own brain.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
She's not gonna be dictated. I'm just gonna go for the woman all the time. No, it ain't about going for nobody. Wrong is right is right.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back.
Exactly.
We need to get back to the base with this. Tamika Den in the
Then
building.
in the building. What up?
Tamika Den be up there having like 6 lives. She was getting it in last night.
Yo,
I was like, dang.
for real, bro.
I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of women getting pregnant and blaming the dude. I know that's right, Candy. You
That's
can't
right.
blame him.
That's right. Y'all both laid down and had that baby. So when you
Mm-hmm.
sit up there and say, okay, well, you can decide, but it's not fair that you can decide to have the baby or not, but he can't decide not to be on child support. That's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how you cut it, that's some bullshit.
Yep. This is my opinion. I believe a man should pay child support, but I just believe a woman should just give the brother at least a year. I mean, like if he paying, this is just me. I ain't trying to tell nobody what they need to do. You know what I mean? If a man, if he's taking his kid to school, cooking for him, got him on the weekends, they at his house for like the whole summer, and he's really doing what a dad's supposed to do. Yeah, don't put the man on the
I don't
doggone
know.
child
He should. I
support.
mean, a man should be on child support. I definitely agree with you with that. A man should be. If you're not going to be together, he should be on
Yeah,
child support. But it should not be. The law should not be involved, because if you're not doing
exactly,
what you're supposed to be doing, you don't get locked up.
exactly.
If you
Give
don't
it,
have the bills, if you don't have the money for the bills like you want to, like you need to have it, you don't get locked up. So why
yeah.
should he? If he fall on, you know what I mean? There's plenty of dudes that fall on hard times. They might lose a job or whatever the case may be, and it might take them a little bit to get it back. But if that
Mhm.
happens to you, if that happens to a woman that has the kids, they get child support. They're still getting child support running. Even if he not getting it, the state is giving it to him, or the government is giving it to him. Plus, they getting
Mhm.
child food stamps. They getting all kinds of help. The dude don't get no help.
Oh hell no! You ain't gonna get no child. It'll take a man a minute to even get full custody of their kid. They got to go through so much hoops and everything,
Yeah.
bro. Like that, that ain't gonna
The
happen.
woman got to be basically you know what I mean, beating the kids to the point where they got reports and all kinds of stuff. They got to be down bad, and the system got to be involved in some type of way, and they really got to be doing the kids dirty in order for the dad to get them.
Right.
You know what I mean? They gotta. That's just what it is, because they, like I said, they will help them financially, give them food stamps, uh, um, you know what I mean, give them money. They'll do all of that shit just to keep that kid in that house and to keep that dude on child support, because they making bread off of that.
We decide. She said we decide if you. Well, she said we decide if we want to get pregnant. Yeah, that is very true.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
That is, I mean, yeah. I mean, y'all gotta open y'all legs up for the man to do what they do. Yeah, y'all decided.
that's right, Candy. Hey, Candy, another one. Keeping it a buck.
I want to hear
For
some
real.
stories about bad parents. Look at my Patreon. Dang. So there's some
Oh, they
bad
out
parents
there.
out here.
There's a lot of them out there. Believe that.
Hmm.
That's a lot of them. You
Yeah,
know,
man. Some of these kids, some people don't need kids right now.
yeah.
They got
Some
to
people,
develop.
yeah, some people don't. You know what I mean? But they don't care because they make bread off of it. The government makes money off of that, so they don't really care at the end of the day. They gonna get paid regardless.
That is true. They're gonna get paid. They're gonna get paid a shit lot. I mean, money. The government want a man not to take care of their kids. To
Hmm.
be honest with you, because they about to take a shitload of money.
Hmm. They about to take your money. They don't want you to take care because they gonna either take you to jail where they gonna get money off of you regardless because every prisoner costs. They get money for every prisoner.
Right.
So they getting paid that way. Or if
Mm-hmm.
you paying, they gonna get paid because child support don't even really go to only some of it goes to the mother. Only a portion of it goes to the mother. You
Right.
still gotta pay. The state takes a fee for child support.
Yep.
So it's not like the whole check is going to her.
So it
You
would be
paying
in the
both of them.
so it would be in both the woman and the man, like, to handle that on their own. Because if let's I'm not pocket watching nobody, but let's say if the man give his son or daughter, whatever, let's say he got two kids, he gives them like about $2,000. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Maybe a month or whatever like that. I'm not gonna say if it's enough money. I'm not here to pocket watch nobody. I don't know how much nobody make. I'm just saying if the person give him like $2,000 a month, I'm out of pocket. That's I mean,
Hmm.
I ain't saying that's the greatest because I don't want nobody to get mad because I'm not pocket watching, but $2,000 coming from some without tax free is better than coming from the government because you might only get about $300 a month, depending on how much this
Exactly.
dude made.
Exactly.
Think wisely.
You feel
You,
me? They getting 10% of whatever's going in.
you say
So
take the DL if you don't pay. What's
mhm,
DL? The do-
probably take the L.
okay, I thought you said DL. Okay, you take the DL, whatever. But hey, child support is big business, though.
Nah, that's what DeMarcus talking about. Okay, yeah, they talking about Trump. Trump's trying to say if you get in child support, you can't claim your taxes. So you're gonna have to choose one or the other.
Mm,
Can't claim the kids on taxes.
no, you said
Nope.
what you think.
Oh yeah, can't get your license. No, you can't get your license. You can't get your passport. You
Nope,
can't
nope.
get. Uh, I read up on a lot of that shit. I got a lot of people that's dealing with that shit. So,
Oh, you definitely can't get your passport if
mm-mm.
you haven't paid your child support. You can't get that. Everything is locked down on that.
Yeah, it's a scam. Child support. The whole child support system is a scam. Period. Point blank. It's
Right,
number one. It's more division between the man and the woman because they don't want, especially in our community, they don't want y'all to be together. They don't want y'all. They make more money with y'all separate than they do
mm-hmm.
together. Because when you a married couple and you actually doing y'all taxes together and y'all moving together in the same direction, y'all can y'all can keep a lot of that bread and y'all don't have to pay the government a lot. You know what I mean? It's certain ways you can get over if you married and y'all stay together. Even if y'all not married and y'all have an agreement and say, okay, we gonna keep our bread. You know what I mean? I'll do this. It's people that say, okay, well, you claim them this year, I'll claim them next year.
Right.
But they not together. You feel me? But they just decide, okay, we not getting the government involved in this shit. She don't
It
put
says
you on child
driver's
support and all
license.
that.
What up?
That's what's
What up?
up.
What's
That's
good,
how it should
Shayna?
be.
Yeah. Some say that's a lie. Somebody made that lie. I don't
They
know.
did. They saying that, but I mean, I don't seeing is believing. Until I see it,
Right.
I don't really
Uh,
care.
right. I know for a fact you can get arrested and get your driver's license taken away. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen it happen before. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like, these people don't be playing about that child support.
At all, at all. But let her, the one who has custody, let her fall behind on some things and not be
Hmm.
taking care of the kids like she's supposed to and all that other stuff. They not taking nothing.
You damn right about that.
What do? They tell her to go to the child support and ask for more money,
Yeah.
and they'll
They
help her
don't.
lie about it. I'd have seen a lot, bro. I'd have
Yeah,
seen some.
a
I'd have seen
woman
some horror stories, man. That is crazy, bro. It's really crazy.
a woman a lie and say she need more money. Come to find out,
Hmm.
she ain't bought the kids no book bag for school. The
Hmm.
kids looking raggedy, and she got the best Gucci.
The
She got
best weed,
everything. The best weed, the
hair
best.
done, nails done.
She's smoking good weed too, by the way.
Hmm.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? She is terrible parent.
they out here
Wow.
doing all kinds of stuff, getting that them food stamps, saying and boosting those up. Oh, I'm getting $2,000 in food stamps. They out here going ham on that shit, buying crab legs and all kinds
Hmm.
of shit, bro. It's crazy. It's
Right.
crazy, bro.
It is. She said how from what I could, child support doesn't cover much when the father has multiple kids. I mean, if that might the paperboy just said about taxes though, like
Hmm.
if she puts you by on papers, I say papers because when you
Hmm.
if a man is sitting there ain't on no papers and he actually paying the child support or whatever like that, you do know, and nobody want to talk about this paperboy, but I'm gonna say it like you do know some man don't, you know what I mean when he put his kid on his insurance for they can before his kid can have health insurance for they can get their teeth cleaned. That's that's a part of child support, not just
Yeah,
money. We talk about doctor's appointments that you got to pay for, getting their teeth
clothes,
clean, clothes, and everything. It ain't just the
all that stuff.
money.
It's everything. You feel me? But I know what she's saying. What Ken's saying is um, when they have multiple kids, but a lot of these females don't be worried about that shit because look at people like NBA YoungBoy or somebody they thinking okay, well he got money and yeah, but if he has to divvy all that up between 10 different baby mamas with however many kids, because there's multiple kids with a couple females, you know what I mean? It's not just 10 kids. So when they do that, they not thinking about that. They just thinking about what they trying to get out of him. They not thinking about what he's already paying out. They just thinking about they payday,
I know
which
my.
goes right back to what we was talking about before. Y'all need to vet. You need to be smarter about who you sleeping with
Mm-hmm.
and what's really going on behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know none of that, you shouldn't be making those type of decisions.
Yeah, that's a
But
fact.
hey, they'll do it because he famous or because he a D boy and he out here doing it, even though he got 5 baby mamas. But then when he get locked up and he ain't make that money ain't coming in no more, then they sitting there looking sick.
Mm, that is true. I'm gonna say this, man. I ain't gonna tell my one of my friends his business, but he had to go through that. You know what I mean? Like she tried to put him on. I mean, he already was on child support, but she tried to say get more money, and he had this man saved all his receipts. He took his son the dentist appointment, everything, and he went to court, and the damn judge, which was a woman, was basically saying, well, he damn near she basically ended up lowering the child support because she was sitting there saying like he actually paying more than I mean he actually doing more than what he actually supposed to be doing. Like
Hmm.
she asking like, what are you doing?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like cause he when he was he I ain't gonna talk about the woman. You know what I mean? Because that's his baby his mother whatever like out of respect, but his baby mother. But she was sitting there not paying. You know what I mean? Like not paying the
Hmm.
bills in the house and everything like that. I mean, one time he hit the lights was off. He had to give her $1,000 because because she wasn't paying the energy bill or whatever like that. He was doing beyond what he needed to be doing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
people think because I mean money when you go you gotta understand it costs a lot of money to go get your teeth cleaned. It
Yeah.
costs money to go
Just for
to have
dentists, just to have a dentist, period, is cost bread. Like you gotta have
exactly.
this stuff's not cheap. It's just not.
It's not cheap. So the fact she wasn't doing none of that. She was just looking for money to sit there to not pay for them. You know what I mean to get them teeth clean. But she was looking to pay. them light bills, pay that car note. That's what she was doing, and that ain't for. I hate to say this, a lot of people not gonna like it, but child support. When a man pay child support, that don't go on the you paying getting gas and you paying your car
Mm-mm.
note and everything like that. That don't go for
That's
that. That
that's
goes
not
for the
what it's for.
kids.
It's for the children. Period. Point blank.
Exactly.
That's
PG
what
was
it's for.
goody. Was
PG in the
good.
building. What up, sis?
Was good. You know what I
That's what it's
mean?
for. It's labeled that for a reason. Child support. Support the child. It's like,
Exactly.
oh well, I put gas because I got to take them to school. But nah, that's no. If they ride the bus, then no. I don't want to hear none of that. This is for their food. You know what I mean? Their clothing. You know, if you have them, then you're supposed to be sheltering them. I'm not supposed to be paying your rent. You feel me?
Exactly.
That's just part of living. Just like everybody else has to pay for their dwelling, you got to pay for it too. If you, whether it be a
Right.
mortgage, rent, whatever the case may be, you have to pay that. That has nothing to do with child support. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Now, if y'all married and alimony and stuff is involved, that's a whole different story.
Right.
But if it's just child support and y'all not married, then no, you're not supposed to be spending it on anything other than that child. That's it.
Right. Yeah, I don't think people really understand that. They think, you know what I mean? Like, oh, she said, okay, Shannon, folks, she's like, folks like this star shit. Oh, she must be talking about DeMarcus. What's going on in the chat, y'all? Oh, yeah, like you 100% right or whatever. Like, I'm not Paperboy is not responsible to be paying no light bills and a
Mm-mm.
cable bill and lobster deals
No,
and stuff like that. Like he only supposed to have his son looking fly. You
that's
know what I
it.
mean? And his daughter
That's it.
looking fly. That's what the
That's,
thing is. I'm not here to sit to support your habits.
nope.
What up,
Nope.
OG?
Long as
What's
they
up,
have
brothers?
clothes, they have food, they have all. What's up, OG? What up?
Man,
He
we
said
talking
that's
about child abuse. We talking about child support abuse tonight, huh?
yeah, that's the
Hey, we
part of
just talking
it.
about
Man,
just how these relationships and all that stuff. They a lot of these, and it ain't just the females, it's the dudes too. They get it
yeah.
twisted too. It go
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
both ways.
It
Let's not
does.
we not just bashing females over
Mm-mm.
here. It's just
It
it goes
does.
both ways, and these dudes need to step up too. You feel me? Don't just be
Yeah.
laying with anybody and having babies with anybody and just going. I see a lot of times they'll have a baby by this chick and still have another chick pregnant at the same time while they out messing with another one. And dude, really,
And let me
really?
PG that I'm like I'm just like I gotta keep it a buck, PG. I respectfully disagree because if you don't have no gas money, if you don't have any money for gas, that means the woman is not working.
Mm-mm.
They not what expensive when they say child support, it says your
A
kid.
car is a luxury. It is not a
Exactly.
necessity. Okay. That has nothing to do with the child. It is luxury. The child has to go to school. They can take the bus. Now, if
Thank
they don't
you.
have a busing system in wherever you live, in your county, in your city, wherever you are, if they can't take the bus, majority of the time the kids can ride the city bus for free. So
Yeah.
it's not even that. If you decide that you want to take the child to school every day, then that's on you. But there's other ways for that to happen. A car is a luxury. It is not a necessity. So that has nothing to do with it.
Yep, that's just like saying no, and I'm just we just having talking with her. That's just like saying like if a person, you know what I mean, don't have a car but you have a job, they not
Mhm,
trying to hear that you 30 minutes late because you didn't have a car. At the end of the point,
mhm,
that car having a car don't mean you can't go to work. You got Uber, you got the city bus trans. You if you stay in New
Mm-hmm.
York, you got a subway, you got all type of stuff. There's no
mhm,
excuses. You shouldn't be asking your baby mom, I mean your baby daddy or baby mamas for gas because of child support. You if
mhm,
a woman work and if you're not working, you probably the woman probably getting cash assistance. She
mhm,
have money to
mhm.
give her son or daughter to from school and back. That's not a part of
Mhm.
child support like how Paperboy said. It's really
Yeah.
not.
If a car was a necessity, then everybody they would just be giving them to everybody for free. If it was a
Or
necessity,
That's true.
it's not. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the kids. Yes, you can have a car and all that stuff, but if you have a car that is your responsibility, is in your name, just like your rent is in your name, or your mortgage or your home, whatever the case may be, that a car
Mm-hmm.
is a luxury item. It is not a necessity that is factored into your child support. That should be factored into your child support.
Exactly.
See,
You know what
people
I
don't
mean?
understand the
Go ahead,
breakdown of
OG.
people. See, a lot of people don't understand the breakdown of child support, and a lot of males and females don't understand it. When they go to the courts, it's based on both people's income and what they're bringing. You see, where stuff gets misconstrued is this here is that it some men get up there and they don't want to do nothing. But then you get some women who freaking abuse these system. And what I heard early is true. You get some men who they pay more than they do the actual child support order. So what
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
happens is sometimes certain, whether it be male or female, they kind of push the envelope too much.
Yeah.
And when they push it too much, it can lean in your favor, and it can lean into you not having to like get hardly nothing. Because I done seen it. My sister, rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
I watched her go through it. And it's like it is no joke. And sometimes it comes down to it's best for two parties to sit down and like literally have a spreadsheet.
Oh,
What?
Exactly. And that's what
Yes.
I was talking
Have a
about
Oh,
with
have a
PG.
spreadsheet.
With PG, you saying, okay, I get what you're saying, but we talking about it's not a necessity. And when you go, just like OG said, when you going into child support to divvy up what they supposed to pay, or whatever the case may be, what they're supposed to be getting a month, that is not factored in. Your gas should not be factored into that. That is a luxury. So
No,
I,
electric,
should
I
not be factored
gas,
disagree.
into
water.
it. Mm-mm,
I love you guys, but I disagree.
mm-mm.
And where's PG? Send her the damn link.
Send it.
That yeah, no, I disagree. And not
I
just wait a
got.
minute.
Hold on, Can I say? I'm trying. No, I'm not trying
I
to cut
do want to
nobody off.
respond to OG, but
Oh
go ahead.
no.
Did
Hold
you?
on. I just gotta. I'm just saying. I'm trying to send links out and everything, but I got a rebuttal for what you about to say because I was in for 2 weeks straight with my best friend when he went through this, and I'm just going by what the judge is saying. But I'm my bad. I'm just trying to get some structure. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Y'all go
No,
ahead
no,
and
no.
tell.
I'm not trying to take over your
Oh.
thing. I'm gonna wait
Oh
my
no, you
turn.
good. Oh no, you good. You got it.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
taking my turn. I just want to know. Let me know when I can
No, go ahead.
say
Go
something.
We good.
ahead.
That's what we
I
do.
don't know.
Come on, that ain't
Oh
nothing
yeah,
different.
no, I don't want to overtalk
Only thing
people.
that changes the
Listen,
subject. That's it.
hey to everybody. How y'all all doing?
Hey,
All
But
right.
okay, now, who was I just talking with a minute ago? Was the OG?
yeah.
Okay, you said something about. Did you say something about food? I want to make sure that
No,
that's not factored in. What did
no,
you
no, no,
say?
no, no.
No,
I
I ain't never
did
say
not
food
say
is not
food.
factored in. That's
No,
why they get. That's
I
why they get
s-
welfare.
I said that what happens is they
Mm,
need to sit down together and
okay.
have a spreadsheet.
Uh
And
huh.
what happens is with child support, because I done seen it, go through it, been through it.
Uh
They
huh.
factor in all your bills.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They factor in all your bills,
Uh
and they
huh.
factor in how much she or he brings into the household. They
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
divvy up everybody that's in the household. See,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
that's some people that don't know about child support.
I know
Child
about it.
support,
That's why I had to
child
come here and
support
talk
don't.
about because I'm like, I know for a fact what I know what I'm talking about. They divvy up all of they want to know if you have a
Mm-hmm,
car, how much your car payment, which you pay for gas. They ask you
Mm-hmm.
every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying it's a luxury? Okay, yeah, maybe having a car is a luxury. But depends on where somebody live. If they live out in the rural area, they have to have a car. If they're in the city, they can take a bus or
Right, that's
train,
what I said.
all that
That's
kind of
exactly
stuff.
what
So
I
it
said.
depends on how where somebody live. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I might give you it might be a luxury in some cases,
Mm-hmm.
but they factor all that in. Oh, that's
They
part of
do.
your utilities, your bills and all that kind of stuff.
yes,
That's
Mm-hmm.
they
they
do it
factor
like
Yeah,
a
all
that's what
that
I was
in.
spreadsheet.
saying. That's exactly what I was saying,
Yeah.
Inga.
And
It
food,
depends on where you are.
they asked all
Hmm
them questions. I've been through. I
Because
mean,
if
I know
your
it was a
kids
long
take the
time
bus,
ago, but I don't think that the game changed all that much from
nah,
years
if
ago
your
when I
kids
went
take the
through it.
bus to school, then no, it's not factored in. But if, like you
Oh
said,
no,
it
yeah,
depends
no,
on
yeah,
where you live. If
exactly.
you're in a
Yeah.
rural area where they cannot get public
No, but they
transportation
want, but
or
they
they
what
don't
they
get
want
a
to
school
know is
bus,
how much
then
does the
yes,
mother
it
pay
is.
in all her expenses. So say if you make $15 an hour. Okay, from that $15 an hour, whatever that totaled up to be for a year, then what do you all the stuff you have to pay for based on all of that. And so if the father makes more, then he gonna pay a little more. It just really depends on what
I
the
just said
people.
I just said that though. I just said that
Yeah.
if he makes more, I mean she can actually technically go and say she need more money, and they can look at the situation and they could boost it up, or they could say no, you good. It depends on how much money the man make. But PG was popping.
Hey y'all, sorry, I just had
You
to put my 2 cents in
Yeah.
because I do feel like most men, when we discuss child support, y'all operate in a sense of trauma or just merely not understanding
Yeah, emotion.
a lot of the
Mhm.
intricacies and the little, you know, um women, we do a lot in terms of, like, paying for things, whether it's toilet tissue or deodorant. I don't think men think about all those little things, but because I deal with child support in terms of, like, my husband. He has, I have my bonus daughter, so I kind of been through it already. My mom never put my dad on child support, but she my sister's dads, I've been through it all, seeing the single parent, you
Hmm.
know situation, and the male's perspective dealing with my husband. So when I think of child support, I think of, hey, this is how I have to break it down mentally in my head. If both parents were in the household or in the household,
Hmm.
I think of child support. What will it take for that child to survive if
Hmm.
both parents are in the household? So, bringing up
Hmm.
the car and the gas situation, if the mother is the primary parent
Hmm.
and the father is pretty much, just on child support, if the mother is always taking the child to the doctors and they need gas to go there, I'm operating, okay, let's say if both parents were in the house, the dad, let's say he would technically take the kid half, 50% of the time. So he is putting 50% of gas money, worth of in the vehicle. So that's why I'm saying, like, you have to factor in everything that it takes to raise the child. That should be what child support is. So if the child is using up the water to take a shower, both parents are responsible for that water bill cost. If the mother was, the woman, if she by herself, she's single, and the water bill is $20, and now she has a child, and now it's $30. I'm sorry, she got to pay for that five, and he got to pay for the extra five. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think of child support. Everything that takes to raise that child financially,
Yeah,
both
but
parents are responsible.
I
And I
I
don't think
totally
everybody's
agree
thinking about
because
that.
Those are factored
I
in. Yeah.
I totally agree. Well, that's supposed it should be factored in, but some people don't think they
Well,
should
some
do
of that,
that.
I would
They
say
don't think
some
they
of it
should do
should
that.
be.
Yeah,
Some of
and
it should be factored in, and it is factored in when you go to the courts. And like you said, when your lawyer and that her lawyer or whoever how you have representing you, they go up there, they factor in all of that stuff, and that's how they get to that number. But certain things, like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, the doctor, they have to take them to the doctor. Now, monthly, you should not be paying that monthly because it's not like you're going to be taking the child to the doctor every single month. It's not like they're going to be sick every month. So,
That
how
is
would you
true.
factor that in? It's not
That is
something
true,
that you should
but
be
there are
factoring every
situations.
month.
can I
Yeah,
say?
like,
Can I?
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
go
where it
ahead.
depends on what's going on, whether they got
I just
they
gotta
could.
say one. I just gotta say one thing. I mean, 50-50, of course, but you do know with some men that's out here, even with the child support, they do ask them, "Hey, I'm in the bind right now. I don't have, you know what I mean? I got laid off or I don't have a job. Thank you for paying the child support, but can you give me something for my mortgage and my rent, or we gonna be thrown out?" You do know that some men do pay beyond child support, and the man can't get that money back.
I mean, any real parent pays beyond child support anyway, because if you
Yeah.
want child support, it's still other things you're gonna be doing for
Yeah,
your child,
if you're a decent
regardless.
father, yes.
You
But
know what I
if
mean?
you're trifling, some of them just want to pay. Say if you got paid, I'm just throwing out a number, $200 a month. They just want to pay $200 and then don't want to do nothing
Mhm.
extra.
$200 a month ain't gonna do nothing though.
Well,
That's
I
nothing.
just threw out
Right.
a fake number. Okay, let's say
Mm,
Yeah.
500, whatever, $1,000. I just threw out a number.
shit, that
They just want to pay whatever the money that you're supposed to pay, and then don't come looking at me. You better do everything you need to do with that
Mhm.
$500.
you do.
That don't work like that, because that's not enough. It's more than just the money. It's also time and
Mhm.
taking the
Yeah.
child to the barber shop, or
I
getting
mean, I
shoes,
say
or
it's some.
buy whatever you got to
Hold
do. It's
on,
a lot.
it's deadbeat fathers out here,
Yeah, it's some deadbeat ones out
whatever.
here.
But
Mhm.
It's
it be
deadbeat
some,
fathers and
it
mothers.
be
Oh, no,
exactly.
of course. Yeah, of
They be
course.
some fathers that you can't a real father who take care of their kid. They can't never get 50-50 sometimes, because you know what? They 50-50 mean the mother gonna have them on the weekday and you get them on the weekend. You do know some women, they don't want that. They just want you, okay, you gonna pay this child support.
Oh no, you can
You'll
have
be
a
able to
child
take
every
it.
weekend.
Yeah, but some women don't
Mhm.
Bye.
have,
You
some
know.
women don't want that though. They say you can have this, you can pay the child support. You're gonna have to pay it anyway.
Hmm.
But
Mm-mm.
you're not seeing them
Yeah,
every.
because you got
Yeah.
some that are vindictive and they
Oh
hurt
yeah, I
and
never
they
did
butt hurt
that.
Mhm.
and they want to
No,
try to
Yeah.
I
use the
was sending
kids
my
against the
son
dad and
every
all that.
Yeah.
Friday. I was packing his bag on Friday, and I'll see you back Sunday night. No, I was no. I was
Dang, hold on one minute. Relax, Shannon. I let anger, but I'm just trying to get everything. Everybody gonna talk. Dang, I know you
Hmm.
want to know. You want to have a woman's perspective. You gonna get it. Relax.
no. I
Dang.
mean, no. I mean, I'm agreeing with some of the stuff y'all saying, but I just know what. I guess I'm going on based on things, the craziness I went through. I went through all the ups and the downs when it came to the child support system. So, yeah, it
Yeah.
was crazy. So
Go ahead, PG.
I
My bad for cutting you off. I'm just trying to get everybody. I just wanted to say something because before I want to forget what I was saying, because child support is a tricky game. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
A woman, just because you getting child support don't mean that you don't work. You have to pay your bills too.
Oh
Like
no, of
child
Hmm.
support.
course,
And if
You
of
it,
still got to
course.
I
live,
was
and that's what they factor in because that
yeah.
regardless of what's going on, that person still has to live. They still have to have a dwelling. They still have to have their own place. They still got to be able to get back and forth to do what they got to do.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah.
all
Oh,
that
go
stuff
ahead.
plays a part.
And
But you do have
and
some people that are just nasty with it, and they want to because she's seeing you out with your new girl. Now she down in child support, and she want to try to get more money out of you because she pissed off. Or these dudes that sit up there and be having money, but then quit their job or purposely get fired so that they don't have what they usually have, and say, okay, well, I'm not
Mhm.
working, or I took a job, or have a high paying job, and then go to a part time job just so they can lower their own. It's a crazy game, bro. It's a
It's a
crazy
Right.
game.
shame. Go ahead, PG. My bad. I'll just my thoughts
Oh
whenever I
no, yeah, I'm
forget.
good. I just feel like, and I can't speak for the clear color people, but I'm just saying from my experience being around, just us as African Americans, we got so many trauma stories personally, and just what we've seen in our
You working up?
oh, somebody broke up.
Yes, you.
sorry,
Mm.
Yes.
it was really meant for just making sure the child is taken care of. But like OG said, people abuse and misuse this construct of child support. And I heard you before I joined the live, Detroit, and you
Mm-hmm.
Booby. Sometimes I feel like when y'all think of these, even y'all, I can just tell y'all deal with trauma, not personally, but just what y'all have seen in your environment. Because Detroit, numerous times, you're like, well, the woman, y'all talk about welfare and she got to work and child support. Like,
She
y'all
do
think
got to
about
work
the
though.
extreme cases, like child support is needed and used
I,
for women that are doing the right thing. It's just
But
like
it's
I feel
more
like
and more.
sometimes we operate in the mindset of trauma, and y'all just
But
have
you
y'all
gotta
thoughts
say,
about it.
PG, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to cut you off, but it's a lot more of that, what we were just talking about nowadays, than the alternative.
Right.
It's more people doing it the wrong way than it is people doing it the right way.
How many people have you surveyed? 100 people, like family?
No, it's not even. I ain't have to survey
That's-
nobody. It's
how
just
many
the
people?
people that I
That
run
sounds like
into.
the Price is Right. How many people did you?
It's like y'all
I-
operating in
And
Trump.
the
You know what I mean? It's
survey
not.
says,
If
I mean,
Y'all
Family
if
spending
Feud or
on
something. The
everything.
survey
yeah,
says,
if 8 out of 10 people that I know that's on child support are going through the same stuff, then that's the majority, and that's what I'm saying.
We can't
wait a
do
minute, wait a minute. You said 8 out of
Hold
10
on.
Yeah,
women.
I know a
But
lot. I know
I
a
just
lot
want,
of people
I'm sorry,
that go
Deidre, I
through
just want
this.
to make sure I understood what Booby was saying. 8 out of 10 women are doing the wrong thing with the child support.
I'm saying, yeah, it's
That
not
you know, I'm
not just
saying
the
that you
women.
know.
No, I'm not saying just the women because I just said it's not
Uh-huh.
just the women. I've seen it on both sides, and I've
Mhm.
seen dudes do the same thing and use the system. Like, okay, well, yeah, I'm working for this. I'm working for this firm, but you know what? I'm gonna take a part-time job, and then they go back and they get their stuff lowered
PG, you know what
and say, okay, well,
I
it's not, or they might have their own business, or they might be doing some stuff on the side and say, okay, well, I'm not working, but they really are, and they
Right.
getting a grip, they getting
Getting
a grip
paid
of
under
money.
the
Yeah.
table.
But it's
Oh,
what
I
I mean,
know.
but
Yeah, yes, I know people. I know people who did that.
yeah,
I
it's a
know
lot of
plenty
people.
who
It
did
go
that.
both ways.
hold on.
It's
Hey,
crazy, bro.
to answer PG, to rebuttal what she said, I'm hard. Of course, I'm gonna be hard on because my mother and my dad was able to work it out. He paid child support in the summertime. I was able to stay the whole. I mean, I ain't like it all the time because he had me to cut the grass and every damn thing in the summertime. But I was able to sit there and he'd take me to a basketball game. I would sit there. He would give me money. They was able to work it out, and my mother still. And he asked like,
Well, you
yo.
had a great father. So
Exactly, but
yeah.
I see a lot of lazy women depending on child support. Stop depending on child support because I see a lot of women that don't have their kids looking up the part. They've got runny nose, the socks is dirty, and these men are giving them child support. I done seen this before.
I've
When he
seen that
go
too. So I've
Oh,
seen it
oh,
both
oh, oh.
both ways.
horrible, man.
But
Mm.
I've probably seen more on the opposite side. I don't know. I ain't take no survey, so I'm not gonna say what percentage more than the other. But I mean, but it is true. It's both ways. There's trifling.
Yeah.
There's trifling mothers who got the kids. They ain't doing what they supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be nappy, going to school, all kinds of stuff. I understand what you're saying.
And what
So
I
Paperboy
mean,
is
it's
saying it was wrong.
lopsided.
And what Paperboy saying it was wrong. I know, I know y'all saying the man should give the child support to give him gas money to take the kid, but what's wrong with catching the city bus? We did it. I didn't have to take a city bus if I didn't want
Well,
to do.
well, I
Hmm.
didn't
My
say.
father said I had to take a city
if you
bus.
live in the city, what if somebody live out in the country
Hmm.
area?
And
Be
Yeah, I
real
said that's what
hard.
I was saying. That's if that is available. If public transportation isn't available, if public school bus isn't available, if you can't ride on that big
but
cheese,
yeah,
then and they got to take you to school, then okay, it is what it is. That's factored in because that's
Mm-hmm.
not an option.
right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I don't know if y'all misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm not saying okay, the mother is, hey, I need $10 to take, you know, man to school. No, I'm saying I'm saying, okay, when the woman gets, child support, you know what she's getting every week or bi-weekly, whatever, then, it's her to, budget accordingly.
you low, you
You
low a
low,
little
you
bit.
low. You sound like you covering up the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's up to her to budget that money accordingly, in terms of what's
Mm.
needed for the
Yeah.
child. So if she's getting $400 a month, I feel like it's okay for her to put $30 aside to fill up the gas tank because we are using that gas to buy groceries for the household where the child
Right.
resides.
Everything
Hmm.
is if it's for the household, that's part of taking care of the child.
Exactly.
What
Yeah,
do you
Because
you
say?
if the
see.
Okay, but
What
that
dad,
should be
Paperboy?
more than enough because what is she bringing in? We talking
Right.
about what she getting. What is she bringing in on top of that? You feel me?
the
That's another
rent,
factor that's involved.
the
What are you
rent
bringing
and
in?
every other bill. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Like the dad, that's what I'm saying. You have to operate in the mindset if both parents were in the house, it will be the
Hmm.
same thing. So that's how you have to think about it. If the dad was in the house as well, he's still going to be paying that same money to use for gas or for, light, etc. Like that's
But PG, if they now in the city, if they in the city or they in the suburban area, it's nothing wrong with putting your son or daughter and getting them a nice coat because you getting the child support, putting it,
Okay, you paying
making
for
them
that.
warm,
Okay.
Mhm.
and making sure they get on that cheese bus. It's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Exactly.
Um,
Okay,
no, but
but if
who's
that's
complaining? But I mean, but who's complaining
it's a
about
lot
that?
of people. It's a lot of people.
There's a
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna
people that
say
do complain about it.
complain
I think
about
y'all
it.
are y'all talking about the shy. I feel like
I'm
y'all
not
thinking
talking
about the
about the
shy.
show. I'm just talking
Mm-mm.
about. We're not talking about that TV show. It's a lot of women that's saying that. Oh, what if they don't want to cinema? It's too cold. Man, it's cold everywhere now. We got to
Or
stop making
or
excuses. Like,
factor in this, okay, say it was one thing, okay, y'all went to court, y'all factored in everything, and then she decided to move to a bigger place, further out.
Mm-hmm.
So now that was your decision to do that, not his.
mm,
So you don't be trying to go back and say, okay, well, we need to restructure this because now I'm in a bigger place and now I'm no. That has nothing to do with anything. Y'all made the deal, and that's what it was. If you decided to do that and you decided to move up and now your rent is more, now you got to pay more to get back and forth because you're farther away from wherever you know, that's on you. That's not on him.
Yep. And
Mm.
know your
oh,
jurisdiction too when it come down to child support. Because not all jurisdictions go by the same thing.
that is
Mm.
true. I'm not mad at a woman, like I feel like if that's my son or my daughter, I wouldn't want to, what I mean, nah,
But you know what,
she on
Detroit?
E, she on E. I would give personally, I would give her $100, even if
But
I'm
you
giving a child. Here you go, man. If because I don't want my kid to be no bum. You know what I mean? That
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
represent me, but if we in the city and in the suburban area in the subway and everything like that, it's nothing wrong with getting your son or your daughter into the real world because when they because kids they grow up quick. They'll be
Yeah.
17 to 18 years old before you know it.
Know it.
So you got to get them prepared for the real world. You're not going to be able to have mommy and daddy take you everywhere.
To
You going to
hold
have to
your
sit there
hand.
and hold
Mm-mm.
your hand.
Okay.
You go.
Mm-mm.
That's all. I'm right or wrong, Bum PG. You're not going
And
to have
that 400 ain't going. That's not going to do much for long because the child is
no.
growing at the same time. They're
Yeah,
going
that
to
was
be
just
Yeah.
doing
an
more.
example. I'm
They're going
sorry,
to be doing.
guys. That was just
I know it is. I'm just putting mine in. Like, okay, it's going to have to change over time
yeah.
because the
Here
child
we
is
go. Here
growing.
we
The
go.
Okay.
things are changing. It's going to have that payment is going to have to change over time. That's a
I'm
given.
ready to have this conversation. She
But
said,
you do have them females that sit up there and okay, they'll sit up there and say, "Well, I need more because they got two other babies by two other niggas."
let me,
Mm-hmm.
And the other dudes
oh.
ain't paying what the other what this one is. So now because he's the one that's paying, now they think that he's supposed to pay everything for both of them. No, he didn't lay down with you to have them other two. So you need to holler at them.
And that
But because
happens.
you're
And there's
struggling and
dudes.
that happens more often than not.
Yeah, and there's dudes who keep having babies, and still
It's
crying
horrible.
about child support and knowing they need
Hmm.
to wrap it up.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
we not
mean,
trying.
yeah,
We
but yeah, that's
My
a whole
bad.
nother thing. I don't understand these women who keep having babies with all these men with,
Let me ask you a
just
question.
Because you was the good one and you the one that's actually doing something.
Uh,
Now
let me ask
they
y'all a
think that
question.
you're supposed to pay for these other kids.
Let me
Hell no.
ask you a
You
question.
should have
Crazy.
vetted her out.
I
That's
want to
it.
ask y'all a question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Inga from DC from the DMV, Paperboy from DMV. I'm from Detroit. PG from New York, and Ron is from the DMV. Y'all, there's more DMV than anybody in there, right?
Hmm.
When I'm answering. She said the cat. She's like child catching public transportation isn't safe. When have ever child has been safe? Dog, they didn't sit there
Okay.
and gave in Detroit. They didn't sit there and gave the. I've been in New York plenty of times. They didn't made the subway.
well,
Hmm.
Hold
No,
on.
yeah.
They didn't sit there and try to clean the subway out. It had been dirty. You got mad rat. I love New York deep PG, so I ain't trying to shit on. You know what I mean? They got rats.
she know they got rats.
You know, I think
The
And
bus
we got rats
situation.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
DC
got
got
Oh,
You
them.
got
it's
rats.
big
never
Them rats
huge
look
rats.
like cats
Them
running around
cats,
DC, okay?
exactly. Tell them
it's
They
never
look
exactly.
like
Mm-hmm.
cats, okay?
when I'm thinking of
it's never
He look
gonna
like a
be it's
possum running
It's
around.
for real. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Bro.
when
it's never gonna be a safety thing. Like we could say thing like you think because we in different times that they get like, oh, it's different times now. So It ain't never safe. It wasn't never safe in the 90s. We all 80s and 90 babies over here. That was the
In
worst
fact, it's
time.
safer because now they have a cell phone. Those kids that you talking about riding the
Exactly.
subway, riding the
Right.
bus, they have a cell phone. They're doing it in
Yeah,
packs. You feel me?
I
So they have more to deal with.
I get what y'all are saying, but on the flip side, let me just give y'all just a personal example. So my stepdad, he has a daughter from a whole nother person, right? So she's 15. They live in Buffalo, New York. Now my stepdad literally just had heart surgery like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 weeks after heart surgery, he's taking his daughter to and from school because the walk from her house to the school is pure danger. Like people trafficking, raping, drugging, all types
Mm-hmm.
of things. So in order for him to make sure she's safe every day instead of taking the bus where it's dangerous, he takes her to and from school, to and from basketball practice, to and from volleyball practice, even though he just had heart surgery, right? He's on child support.
Mm-hmm.
And her grandmother, who's taking care of her primarily, didn't want to take the necessary steps, to try to, well, she did, she they was getting kind of discounts on the bus situation, but
Oh.
it's dangerous. So in this situation, I bring this up to say, even though sometimes I understand what you're saying about the danger is still kind of the same, but if you are wanting to protect your child and doing all you can to make sure your child is safe, you're going to do what you need to do. Yes, he's on child support and he could be like, you know what, I'm doing all what I can anyway at this point. He on disability now because he just had heart surgery. He can't work
Mm-hmm.
no more. But what he's doing is going above and beyond. Not even going above and beyond because you're a parent first. You got to make sure you're doing what you need to do to make sure your child is safe.
Yeah,
I
this
hear
is
what you.
true.
I
This
I
is
hear.
true.
I I, I agree.
But
Yeah.
I hear what you're
I mean,
I
but
saying.
agree.
that's every
I did
city
teach
because you
my
got
son at a very young age
Hmm.
how to take the bus and the train, and
It's still
I
that.
mean he was a
and
latchkey
then
kid. He at a very young age
It's
he
still
was
that
out
same.
there.
It's still that same way. I understand what people say. I just think that this generation is soft.
hmm
Back then, when I
it
used to
is.
sit there and catch the bus, I didn't catch the bus by myself. We had four people. We was in a pack. We was in a pack of people just sitting there catching a bus on the
Oh
cheese
yeah.
bus and so it's not gonna. It's not that deep. It's
Wait,
not
I
gonna hurt nobody.
I
It's
get what
not.
you're saying, Detroit, but
Oh
every
my God,
situation is
man.
different.
Exactly.
I mean,
Everybody's
and
situation,
hey,
where they
Oh
live,
my
their
God.
circumstances.
I'm
I
from the
do
I
hear
mean,
gutter.
you
what you're
got
I'm
kids
saying.
from
that
the
walk through
hood.
gang
You're not
infested
wrong.
neighborhoods every
You just
day.
got
You
to
got people
factor
that do
in
that all the
everything is
time.
everybody's situation may be
That have been
different.
doing it since the '80s. You have kids
Okay.
since the '80s that have been walking through Crips
Exactly.
and
Oh
Bloods
yeah, no,
neighborhoods and all that stuff to
I
get
was
to
I'm a
school.
'70s baby. I was a teenager in the '80s. So during the
Man,
'80s, during the height of the crack time, yeah, we was walking and we
Yeah.
was taking the bus and everything.
we not
So
even
I get
talking
what you're
about the hood. We
Mhm.
saying.
not talking about the hood. And we talking about
Mm.
anywhere. It could be the hood, the suburban area. You think those people in Watts ain't gonna go to school on the bus because these people been gang banging before I was even born in the '70s and '80s and stuff like that. I mean, at the end of the day, things gonna happen. All you got to do is just sit
Okay.
there and pray and everything like that. We
You
not
got to
talking
do
about no
what you
two.
got to do.
We not talking about no 2-year old or no 4-year old, nothing like that. Not no baby. We talking about when you turn 11, 12, 13 years old, it's you a teenager. You have to start being out there on your own. I understand people is we in tough times, but
But
that's
you know something, a teenager from the '80s and '90s, early 2000 is not the same as these teenagers now.
Nah,
They're not equipped now. A lot of them.
we ain't gonna
That's
get, and that's why
like I hate to
like the
say
kids
it.
today can't when they go on their own, they always send there asking for mama and daddy help all the time because they've been sheltered for them. They don't know where to go. I know some kids that they've been
Mhm.
sheltered. They don't even know where to go to the mall at because they mama and they daddy always drove them every damn where.
Yeah.
You
Oh
have
yeah,
to
and I
grow.
think
You
Yeah.
have
that's
to grow
ridiculous.
up.
Right.
Now I agree with you on that. That's ridiculous. That's actually
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So
Hmm.
but
Yeah, it is. Sorry,
like
go ahead.
PG raising her nephew, and I don't know how old he is, what 8, 9, or 10 or something around that
No.
age. Okay, and so I don't think she should be throwing him on no city bus by himself at 9 years
We
old.
never said 10. We never said 9. We not saying this. We talking about a cheese buzz.
Okay,
I,
for instance, okay, let me okay,
maybe
let
she
me
don't
take
live in
my
the neighborhood where they offer it,
so
so she got to
Oh,
drive him to
Hey,
school. I don't know.
it's
I
kids in
don't know.
DC. I know it's kids in DC that ride the metro
So,
every day
Right.
in packs of like 5, 6, and they go from elementary to middle school They in different age ranges, and they all on the bus. They all on the
Oh yeah, of
subway.
course. I did it too. I mean, that's different. Yeah. But go ahead, PG. Well, we was cutting you off. Go ahead.
No,
So
you good. So one, I mean, I was in elementary school in New York, and I would take the city bus. But they had
Mm-hmm.
something different back then, to where you, if you was a student, you could sit, in the front with the driver, and he'll take you to the school. I mean, it's not too much of a walk between, getting on and off the bus. So I do agree. We were raised a little tougher. But for instance, my nephew, his bus stop is like a block away, if you would say. I still pick him up from the bus stop. I mean, he's come home by himself. But this situation, we've had cars run through the bus stop. Oh, and he almost got hit like last year. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, I make sure I'm at the bus stop, and I'm making sure I'm getting out the car, and I'm making sure I'm in the middle of the street to make sure no cars are going through back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So little
Mm-hmm.
things like that in terms of danger, that's what I'm thinking of. So I do
And
question y'all.
PG, I do that though. Well, my sister, she was working midnights, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she needed her son. You know what I mean? It was in her area in which she had. It was like a dude. I ain't gonna say the word because YouTube whatever like that.
Yeah.
And I got up early in the morning and made sure everything was good. I did it, making sure my nephew was good. So I'm with you on that. I'm not here to sit. I'm here to protect the kids. I was just saying like at some point when they grow up, they have to sit there and be a woman and be a man. They can't depend on mommy and daddy forever because
No,
we
that's
couldn't
facts.
do it. That's all I'm saying. Like
No,
I'm
that's
not saying.
oh,
facts.
we agree on that.
That's
No, we
facts.
all in
But
agreement on that.
Yeah,
and
that's
Yeah.
part
true.
of it is because I feel like now we have access to so much more, information and social media, that we're able to grasp from all these different stories and scenarios around the world and the country, that we we're hyping and more aware of,
Mm-hmm.
the possibilities, even
Mm-hmm.
though we was back then. But I feel like now we know of so many different type of scenarios. Sometimes I feel like parents today are more sheltering, because you never know. So I want to ask you guys on the panel, if y'all
Mm-hmm.
had a 10-year-old daughter, and it takes, well, her school is 2 blocks away. It's 2 blocks. That's not really far, right? But she's 10
Mm-hmm.
years old, and Chester the is, he be out there in the mornings.
I'm
Or
not letting
y'all
them
look
walk
and
it.
y'all
I'm
did if
not
y'all
letting
look
them
in the
walk it.
database and know that there's, 5 guys that's registered ex-offenders, you know what I'm saying? Are y'all gonna take her to and from school every day
Oh
to make
hell
sure
yeah!
she's
I'm
safe?
not. Even if it wasn't, I'm not about to say let my daughter walk by
Okay.
herself. But she gonna. But one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk her to the bus stop, and she gonna get on that
Mm-hmm.
bus.
But it's
Mm-hmm.
not the bus. I'm saying if it's to the 2 block walk,
Or
are
I'm gonna
you
take. But
walking
we
her
gonna walk.
to
We
and
gonna
from school?
we
It's a
walking.
2 block walk,
We
and
walking.
she's not walking by herself.
Set.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
kids usually, majority of kids walk in a group.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
go pick up their boy, they go pick up their girl, whatever the case may be, and they walk together. You have them walking together. Besides the fact that I'm gonna have an app on their phone so I can see exactly where the hell they are and what they're doing.
Yeah, that Life 360 app you can
Exactly.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
There's more technology in hand, whereas our parents didn't know what the hell was going on.
Nah,
That
shit,
is
I
Mm-mm.
would be
facts.
every damn way.
But that is facts. But you can know where your child is, and not putting on, but you can know where your child is, and they still get hurt because you're not there. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
that's the point I'm trying to
I
make.
mean, but
Like,
that's a given. That's gonna happen
yeah,
regardless.
and growing from where I grew up, we grew up in the sense you mind your business. So there may be certain
Hmm.
kids that go in pairs to school or in threes or whatever. But if your daughter, she technically is walking to school with other kids, if they don't know her or if they don't know to look out for her, she low key still on her own.
You know what
Right.
Yeah.
that you know what that goes for. A lot of people ain't gonna say. I'm just answering. Shayna just answer the question. You know why a lot of kids and stuff don't go in groups no more, because kids nowadays don't know how to react. They don't know how to go outside and play. They normally want to be in
Nah.
grown folks business. Like when we was on Saturday or even on a weekday after we get done with the homework, you
We
know what I mean,
outside.
we
I
outside
don't
sitting
even
there play.
hardly see kids riding bikes and stuff
They
around no
don't
more.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So you
they
never
don't
get
really
Surprisingly,
be
I kind of
outside
do.
like that no more.
so they really you don't really get the chance to sit there and act with your neighbors. You know, it's to the point that nowadays I remember we knew every neighbor in our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Not
did too.
we had just randomly just say
Yeah.
how you
For
doing, knock
sure.
on the door, and then you want to play basketball, you want to go
Yep.
skate or
But
whatever, and they don't do that no more because technology and they too busy want to be
but you do
grown.
have to recognize times change a little bit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? it still was stuff going on back in the day, like you're talking about. I'm in agreement with you, but it's out of control now with the crime. It's really
Yeah.
crazy,
It is though, but
you know.
you know how you can get some of what these crimes. You would sit there and you get to know your neighbor, and it's you say, I remember
And
the
that, well,
time.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You got to remember tonight. I mean to cut you off,
No,
Detroit.
you good.
Sometimes you can get to know your neighbor, but you may not know that your neighbor is casing your spot. They're trying to get
Mm-hmm.
The
in.
neighbor might
Yeah.
be a perv. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So I mean, it ain't.
That's
You
why you
know,
need to
I
get.
do
That's
what
why
you're
you need to
saying
get.
though.
That's why you need to get to know your neighbor for who he is.
Nah,
But
I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what
sometimes
you
you
type.
what
don't
you
know.
Or
start
like your
with.
neighbor is like, if your neighbor is smart and they're doing that, they're not going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you what
Exactly.
they want.
If
They're
y'all
going
all
to
been growing up in that
they
same
going
neighborhood,
they're going to tell you enough to
I'm
get you
just
to gain your
what you say,
trust.
paper boy.
if y'all
My
all
bad.
been growing up in that same neighborhood, ain't no difference than it used to be. If you paying attention to your neighbors, if y'all chill
Exactly.
together, if y'all talk, if all that, if your kid ain't doing right and they calling you, telling them, you know what I mean, same thing it used to be. Okay, well, Miss Pat told me you was, well, damn, yeah, you thought you got away with it, didn't you? Know, if you paying
Yeah, but
attention
you
to
know
that
that don't
from when the
happen no
kids is
more.
Yeah,
Or shoot your,
Most of
in
the
certain
time,
places, I'm
or
not
your
gonna say that's not all the time. In certain places it doesn't, but in certain places
or
it
your
do.
neighbor
Some
might be,
places they
or your
do
neighbor
actually do that.
or your neighbor
yeah.
may be
Okay,
tied
I don't
to.
want to make a broad statement like I know
What
every
up, T.
neighborhood in the
Roy?
world. I'm just
I'm
saying you, and you're right. But a lot of times you could be right next door. You know, some I probably live right next door to Tori, and he don't even know. You know what I'm
you,
saying? You don't.
Mhm.
You
but
don't.
but hold
A lot
on
of times
though.
you don't know who these people are. You
But
just
hold
live
on,
next door to people. Don't
Inga.
see
But
them.
you wouldn't know that because a sex offender, you cannot when around kids, you have to register. If you don't,
Mhm.
you can go to jail. If you got, and I
Yeah.
got the app for that,
Mhm.
so you
Oh yeah.
would
but
know.
some people are offenders and never got caught because honestly, dealing with women in my family who's been abused, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be abused by somebody that you know and that's comfortable with you, either a family friend or a family member. It's
Mhm.
typically not going to
Yes.
be a
Oh yeah.
stranger.
You
So
right.
you could have a
You
Hmm.
definitely
neighbor
right.
and y'all cool as I don't know what, but he doing things in the dark that you don't know about because you saying, "Oh, that's my neighbor. I know it." You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Shannon,
you got to be careful
we
with
know
But
those
that's
things.
we
when but that really comes down to just your parenting style.
Yeah.
If you
Nah.
actually paying attention, if you're paying attention to your kids and their surroundings and your neighbors, then you're gonna know something is off about Will next door. You know what I
Not
mean? You're gonna know
really.
something's off about that nigga. You gonna
Not all
know.
the time because kids, they
Mm.
are, when they're abused, they are like even threatened or even like, some people, they get scared to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like people scare them into like being quiet. So that's not all the
Yeah.
time. I get what you're
some
They
saying,
do,
kids
but
like
Detroit.
that's been going on since
Yeah.
that's been going on for a long time. That's not
It's been
just today.
especially.
But like I said,
right.
if you're
I,
it depends on your parenting style. If you pay attention to your kids and you pay attention to who's around your kids because you just that type of parent, then you gonna know that Mr. Dave is not who you want around your kids because you done seen something.
no,
It's
yeah, I
you
got
gonna
you.
Mm.
pay
Yeah,
attention.
it's
You right.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But there
And
are
you got to
certain
I don't
train your
know.
situations
kids up
where
right.
Yeah, go
things
ahead,
happen,
OG.
You have to train your kids up right. And
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is what this generation is not getting. These
parenting.
parents are not training their kids up right.
Hmm.
You see, when we were kids, we were told, I don't care if such and such is there, you don't go in nobody else's house.
Exactly.
Hmm.
That was the main rule. I got my tail beat for doing that several times.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
you don't do it.
You
We
don't
were
even answer the
trained.
damn phone or nothing.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That's
Nothing.
one thing.
Mm-mm.
You do not take nothing from nobody.
You do not
You
answer
don't
the door when
door.
Don't
someone is
answer the
Hell
not
no.
door.
your
Mm-mm.
Don't
parent.
answer the phone.
Nah.
Don't make it
Uh,
seem like nobody
don't
home
don't
pretty
take
much.
no food
Mm-mm.
from nobody. Yeah,
Nope.
I
No
mean it's
candy.
Mm-mm.
That's
yeah.
right.
These
Hmm.
kids
Mm-hmm.
today don't listen though. I understand what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
Shayna. But we not saying that if your kid have to call the city bus, he don't have to. I'm just telling you what I did when I was 15 years old. When I went to high school, it was city bus time for me. If my mother wasn't, she could have, but she was like, no, you
But you
go.
just said when you were 15, you aren't you in your 40s? It's a little you don't know. I
Oh
don't know
my
where Shayna
God.
You know,
live.
my
I don't know nothing
kids,
about her
my
circumstances
nieces,
could be
my
different where
nephews,
she
they take the
live.
bus to school.
So
So
you know, and maybe
It's
she just feel
nothing
she don't
wrong
feel
with taking
comfortable based on where her neighborhood
my
or
mother
something.
didn't feel comfortable, bro. My neighborhood is I'm from Detroit, a bunch of hustle. All we did was see niggas that stole cars when I was going to school or whatever like that. I'm not saying that every kid need to see that, What I'm saying is, when you get 18 years old, your mama, and your daddy is not going to be sitting there. Okay, let me ask you a question then, Inga. If when they get 15 and 16 years old, when it's time for them to go work or whatever like that, how they gonna get to work?
My son used to take the bus or walk to work, you know,
Yeah.
That's
because I taught
my
him.
point.
But
My
see, I
point
taught him at an
exactly.
early age. I mean, he was still in elementary, coming home on his own, but he was
You
a
think
latchkey
you
kid, you
think
know.
I'm gonna
hmm
say this. Let me
So
talk to
I
my
mean, I can't go by me because my circumstances. I was a single parent. I
But
had
that
to do what I had to
also,
do.
yeah,
So
that
my
also
circumstances
depends
were
on your
different. But
situation too.
Shayna
Right.
she
yeah.
may, I don't know, she may not feel comfortable with her child being on their own, coming
I
home
didn't
on their
feel
own,
comfortable.
or
I didn't
But
feel
that all
yeah. I
comfortable.
mean,
depends
it's
on your
or catching the
situation too.
bus and
Because
stuff. I ain't mad at her if that's
Well,
her situation.
what if
I'm
you're
not
a
Everybody's
mad
parent
at
situation
that has
different.
you.
to be at work at the time that your kids go to school? It all depends on the situation.
Situation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Hmm.
everybody's
exactly.
situation is different. That's why we can't. In this case here, when y'all talking about the kids thing, we can't judge anybody because everybody's situation is
It's
different.
always everybody had a situation that don't have nothing to do with when that kid grow up. They got to get up on their own and catch the bus or get a car.
Yeah, you have to keep you definitely got to teach them some type of independence because
Oh
you
yeah,
have to
I agree
prepare
with
them for the
that.
world.
Most
Right.
definitely. Most definitely, I
That's
agree
what's
with
wrong with
that.
these kids today. Right now, they so doggone sheltered. They depend on mom and the daddy to give them money. Like, who wants to be
But
giving their
not only
son?
that, Detroit is not so much that some believe it. Also, on the flip side of that, is some kids out there that want to have the independence, but they don't even know how to do it
Nope.
because they weren't taught how to do it. And
Thank
then
you.
some of them have the will to be independent, but their parents aren't letting them be
Ding, ding,
They
ding.
independent.
coddling them.
That's
Yeah,
They
all I'm
Hmm.
coddling
saying.
them.
That's
yeah.
all
Exactly.
I'm. Thank you,
Yep.
Tori. That's all
I
I'm
agree with
saying.
all that.
Mom, I mean, my mother, she always want it was one time that it was real cold outside. My mother was like, "You ain't going to school when it's 1 degrees outside." She like, I could have took you to school every day. You know what I mean? If I really wanted to, she was like, I didn't want you to do that because I know your father would have got mad at me because he wants you to be a man. And then number one, you are a man. You need to know how to sit there and do things on your own. Because newsflash, knock on wood. I know we love our mothers and stuff like that. At the time, you can go. They could have went at any time. What if somebody lose their mother? What you gonna do then? How you gonna see how to put what you gonna do in the real world? Because people out here, they ain't gonna care about your feelings. They don't care about mommy and daddy.
For sure.
Nah.
The mommy and daddy ain't is gonna be getting tired of buying you polo and Jordans all the time. You're gonna have to go to work at Best Buy, McDonald's, or something to get your own money. How you gonna
Yeah.
sit there and
Yeah.
get your right or wrong? How you gonna get your
It is a
money?
case by case
Yeah.
situations
But
too.
No,
You
this
know what
overall,
I'm
is not
saying?
case. This is
It's
facts,
not.
though. This is facts. No. I could buy guarantee PG. She's a mother. She's not about to sit. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like when he turns 16 years old. She's gonna be like, you are old enough to to buy your own clothes.
Man, it's called a
yeah.
Shit.
It de-
rites of passage for
16,
men.
shit. As soon as I could get me a work permit, I got one at what,
Hmm.
14?
I was working at 14.
Yeah.
14,
You feel
15
me?
Before
Well,
years
I
I
old.
was
before
got
out.
college.
Exactly.
I
Mhm.
got a question for everybody. What was your first job?
But the kids at 14 ain't mature like it was when I was 14. I said you had to factor in that though too.
I
You
worked at
Sometimes
got
a
these
car
kids are not
dealership
as
before.
mature.
mm,
Like
you.
Candy said in here, she damn sure wouldn't let her child be a latchkey kid now. Like she said she was one, but she wouldn't let her kid do it. And I
Mm,
kind of understand, depends on, it's
um,
a lot of different
Yeah.
you
circumstances.
Yeah,
say he
you got to
driving her
know
to
your
school.
kid, and then at the end of the day, every parent is responsible for
Mm-hmm.
equipping the kids with the tools to be able to operate in the world once
Exactly.
they get grown.
Exactly.
Yes.
I remember I had a
Yes.
college roommate, and she didn't know how to cook, clean, nothing. She was nasty as hell. Plenty of
Crazy.
arguments because I'm like, damn, like how you going? I was like more so mad at her parents. Like, what the hell? Like, they didn't teach you nothing. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
you
it's
know what
not,
I'm
a,
saying?
and it's probably not even that. It's not probably not even that her parents
Thank
didn't
you,
teach. It's
PG.
probably that she didn't even want to learn how to do it.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's the
So
parents' fault too.
it's
PG,
some,
it was one
No, I
time,
don't
Tori.
care if you supposed to learn something. Oh, and if you the parent, oh, you gonna make their ass learn it. You gonna learn
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Believe
Yeah,
PG,
that shit. We
I had
not
to tell
going
I
to do
had to
that.
teach one of my friend. I remember this. No, he 21 years old. Didn't even know how to file. Oh my God, it made me so mad. He didn't even know how to get a job application. I said,
Oh
how you
my
21
God.
years old and don't know how to do? I know how to. I knew how to do that when I was 14, 15 years old.
Yeah,
It's
but but that's somebody didn't teach him that. It's like, you got to be taught things. You just don't automatically come out the womb knowing things. Okay, you have to be taught these things. So
who fault is it,
somebody,
dog?
if he was 21 and didn't know how to put his first and last name on a piece of paper for a job application, then that means he was failed from his home to his
No, he's
school.
it was from
All
his
of that
mama.
stuff
It's
failed
from
He
his
him.
was
mama. His
remedial.
mama, because his mama shadowed him like everybody said. Some of these people sending this chat. She didn't let him talk about you ain't got to worry about getting the job. You know what I mean? I come pick you up or come do this. No, but women are different. Y'all different, man. We got to
Who's
sit there
saying
and be
that
a
though?
man.
Because I'm reading the chat and I ain't seeing nobody saying that.
It was people like always. No, I ain't getting to the chat. But all I'm saying is that all I see is a bunch of excuses of why these kids nowadays can't sit there and catch a bus or can't sit there and don't depend on their mama. It's nothing wrong. You have to get out there and
I
be
think we're all in
independent.
agreement with that. I don't think no one's arguing with you with that. So who's saying something different?
All
Because
right.
everybody's
Uh,
saying that they, yes, we all agree, but I just think it's case by case by case.
it's
You
like
know,
Inga, it's like people, it's like excuses too though. Like we understand this time is different, but still you still gotta sit there and be a
you got to still teach
teenager.
them life skills, regardless
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
what
that's
what.
what I'm
Exactly.
I
saying.
don't care if you live in a fancy mansion, you still got to teach them life skills.
Fact.
Yeah.
So that's something totally different. If you don't know how to wash
Yeah.
dishes, wash clothes, vacuum, you know what I'm saying, make your bed, those are different things.
There's certain things you got to learn from I knew my social security number. I knew all that stuff by the time I was
Right.
10 years old. I knew all that stuff
Same
by
here.
heart.
Half
Mhm.
the time I don't even know
Like,
my damn name, but I know my damn social security number.
mhm.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm
Hmm.
saying? so,
Fact.
so
And I
But
think
like you
Yeah.
said,
also like the way.
it's the times too, because we had to. There's certain things that these kids don't have to learn
Mhm.
that
Hmm.
we had to learn, like phone numbers, things
Exactly.
like that. Like
Yeah.
you know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, because
At
see, we
that
ain't
age
had
in
cell
middle school,
phones back then, so you had to
we
remember
had
telephone
20
numbers.
different numbers in our head at any given time.
Yep.
Mom,
Exactly.
dad, aunt,
Grandma.
And
grandmom,
also too,
Yep.
uncle,
back in the
whatever, you know what I
day,
mean?
you had landline phones you could pick up and dial the
Hmm.
operator,
Yeah.
and people's phone lines was connected to the operator. It was we had a lot
Yeah.
of different situations. You
Yeah.
had the white
Of
pages with
course.
people's phone numbers in. If you ain't remember a number,
Hmm.
you ain't got none of that now.
Yeah. We had to be
Nah,
more
these kids don't
I
even
resourceful.
don't even
remember
remember
their phone
nobody's
number.
phone number now. So to be
That's
honest
crazy.
with you.
Nah, I
Mm.
still remember numbers. Like
Yeah.
that's something that just don't. I mean, if you stop doing it, then yeah. But I've never stopped doing that. So
You know what PG, you know what I think it is though? I think that the us man on the panel, we may be a little bit too hard. You know what I mean? That's a man thing. We probably a little bit too harder
No,
than y'all or whatever. Yeah,
I don't
I
think you're
think
too
it is.
hard.
no, it
I
ain't
don't
that
think you're
me.
too hard. I don't think so. I agree with it. I'm saying I just think you also to factor in a lot of different things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Mhm.
saying? Just like maybe where somebody live, how I don't know. I mean I don't want to go down a whole rabbit hole with that, but I'm just saying
It
it's all
does.
case
You
by
right.
case.
You
No,
right, Inga.
having life skills, I don't care what your situation is, money wise and all, and where you live. That's something everybody should know, life skills. So if you
Definitely.
don't know that, then that's something.
You do
But as
know
Something
that
far
else
as
life.
whether
going
you
on.
catch
I
the
don't.
city bus, maybe everybody don't want to catch the city, but they might be gangbanging on the city bus. And I ain't putting my child on the city
It's
bus.
game
Yeah.
banging everything though, to
So
be honest
Detroit, let
with
me
you.
ask you. So let me ask you this, because I think I see where you're trying to get to when it comes to the
Yeah.
bus part. Are you saying that? Do you have the feeling that with some kids nowadays that, and I'm trying to see what angle I could come at it with. Do you think that some kids nowadays, when it comes to the bus, is either one, their parents don't want them to get on the bus, or two, they think they're too good to get on the bus?
They think the parents sometimes you right on the nail. They think they too good to get on the bus sometimes, the parents, or they don't want to get on the bus because they think they better than everybody sometimes,
Ah.
and they not understanding. I have to disagree with you. You was like you don't want to wear a city bus sometimes, man. When you
I
don't
know
have
I'm not against it. I taught my son to get on the bus. I'm just trying
but
to get the angle for the people who saying that they don't want to do that or can't do it.
it's people
Because
that say it in the
I taught
comments
my
right
son how to
now.
get
Hold
on the
on,
local bus.
it's people in the comments right
He
now
can
said
still
they
catch
want.
the bus right now. If he go outside, he can
Inga,
jump on the bus.
it's people in the comments right now said they don't want to go on no city bus. But what I'm
Right.
saying is, if you don't have no other transportation, to get to work, you
Oh,
might have to
yes.
just get to bus. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Sometimes, and
Yeah.
I had to get to work sometime earlier than he had to get to school. So
Exactly.
I had to teach him.
Mhm.
I had to teach him how
That's
to,
what I was saying.
how to
So,
walk. We did a trial run
hmm
with walking, how to walk him to school, how to walk the places. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
yep,
people
who
that
know,
to
don't want
walk
to
like
go.
with.
I taught him early on. You know what I'm saying? So
It's people
It's
that don't.
different.
I
It's
know.
different in the fact that you can't. A lot of these kids nowadays, they can walk, and it really depends on where you at. It, like you said, it's a case by case basis. It depends on where you at, because a lot of that stuff that we talking about, the dangers that they got to worry about, the hood will take care of that shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Right.
dudes that's on the corner that's like, okay, nah, we know about that nigga. We don't want him around the kids, so we gonna watch. You know what I mean? It's a
Mhm.
lot. It's a lot of other factors that come into that. You know what I mean? Store owners that you might be seeing every day
what
on a
about people
regular
who live in
basis
rural
might.
neighborhoods and they got to walk down long roads or don't have no
Mhm.
sidewalk? So everybody ain't in the
Yeah,
city too.
everybody.
So
Yeah, everybody has
Yeah.
different things.
Right.
You
Different
feel me?
circumstances.
And sometimes
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
different
depend.
circumstances.
You can't
Go ahead.
depend on the community all the time, because you never know
No,
that
you
one
can't.
hood,
You
that one
can't,
hood
but you
dude.
can sometimes. It all depends
Yeah,
on where
but
you are.
Raheem, who normally on the corner, he may have the runs that.
You know what?
You know,
Wow.
You know what I'm
Torian,
saying?
Torian, you know
I
what
feel you,
I
but majority of the time,
I
them
got you.
dudes, the people, they gonna look out. You know what I mean? It's certain people in the hood that's gonna be like, nah, that's not happening. These kids,
you
you
well,
know what I mean? They see them on a
hold on,
regular
can let me
basis. They see them on a daily basis.
let
Yeah,
me
you
say this
right.
right quick.
I know Detroit trying to say something, but go ahead,
Okay.
Detroit. Now I have a
No,
question for everybody, but go ahead,
no.
Detroit.
Well, you know why? Like I know. Just to answer what Torian and PG was saying. Like I'm not saying you got to. Nobody got to catch the bus. If you don't want to catch the bus, you don't. But I done seen here single handedly seen people who had a job interview, a good job, and they didn't at the age of 17, 18, had a good job. And they didn't even want to catch, talking about they don't want to catch the bus. I'm like, bro, you got an opportunity to make some good money at your age, and you act like you got to get somebody to drop you there. You don't need your mom and your dad, or me or anybody else to sit there who had a car, whatever, that could drop you downtown or whatever you want to get to this interview. No, catch the bus. You know what I mean? I can't stand people who do that. Like, dog, you
And
don't
now
need.
also,
And
Go
that's
ahead.
what's instilled in them. If they got the hustle,
and,
then they got the
and
hustle.
now
If they
also,
don't,
And
then they don't.
and that is the thing too. Now, because with the rise of Uber and Lyft, you don't even have to get if you don't want to get on the bus, you can catch that, but
Exactly.
you can get
Mm-hmm.
it. You can get in there.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
yeah.
be mindful of this. It's probably going to cost a little bit more, because
Mhm.
you might have to travel a little bit further depending on where
Yeah.
you're going.
Oh, it's plenty of
Yeah.
parents that got they kids got it like the Uber plan or whatever the case may be for the
Hmm.
month. They pay and
Mhm.
they'll put them in an Uber, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Uber can be dangerous too, because you never know who you in the car with.
Well,
Yeah.
And
anything could
fact.
It
be
can be,
dangerous. I mean, if
Yeah.
that's
but
the
that's when
case. I mean,
but that comes into parenting again, once again, because
yeah,
you got to teach your kids the things to look for.
and if
I'm
I
just
think
your
You know what I
gonna be
mean?
child
I think
is
parents would
Yeah.
be
not
more
that type
comfortable
of
sending them in that
child, if
Uber
your
rather
child
than the
is not
bus.
equipped, you know your children. If they are
yeah.
not
Yeah.
that type of kid, then you shouldn't
I'm
just
just
throw
going.
them
I'm
out
just.
there.
Right.
Because just because you had to do it doesn't mean that it's okay for your kid to do it. It's
Mhm.
different things going on. And this is a question I'm going to ask everybody. Just because, well, not a statement, it's a question. Do you feel that because you may have had to struggle growing up, if you did struggle, or if you had any kind of struggle, do you think that, well, because I had to do it, your children should do it?
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, because I think
Mm-hmm.
that, shouldn't you, like, now that I'm
Your
hoping
goal is
that,
for your kids
just because,
is for your kids not to
right,
struggle like you
right,
did.
that's the goal, right? So
Hey.
for you to, if you are financially doing, a little bit better than maybe what your parents were doing, that you were
Uh,
that hopefully that you can give and do more for your children
Yeah. But you
than
still have
what
to
you have.
counteract the
Because some
struggle
people
with
felt
other
like,
things.
well, if I had to walk 15 blocks to go to, but just because I had to do that don't mean my child has to do that.
Yeah, it has
You
to
No,
know
it
be
what I'm
a
don't mean
saying?
you
balance.
have to do
we
it, but
got
if
one
it
at
if
one
it
at a
comes a
time.
time that where they have to, say something just went wrong, you know what I mean? You lost your job, you can't get back and forth to school, y'all had to move, whatever the case may be, it happens. Things happen. And you have to prepare them for that. You know what I mean? That's just your job as a parent. Point blank,
Mm-hmm.
period. You have to prepare them for whatever situation that you are bringing them into.
It's
That's
called
just what it is.
adaptation.
Exactly. They have to
Mm-hmm.
adapt. So even if it is, say, like you said, that you struggle, but now y'all good. You have to counteract that with something else. No, you don't have to struggle like I did, but at the same time, you going to do this. You going to work. You going to cut the
Oh, I
grass, or
agree
you
with
going to
that.
take
No,
out the trash. You going to do
1000%. I
this.
agree with
You
that.
going to do
Yes.
something else so
Right.
that you can
Right.
counter that, so they can still have that balance.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that.
You gonna
Yeah,
do
I agree with
something.
that.
You gonna do something. If you're not gonna cut the grass, then you gonna be sitting there. I don't want my kid to be struggling, but you're not gonna have it easy.
Well, wait a minute.
You
That just because you might be financially better than your parents were or grandparents were, and the cutting the grass, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You could have a
Well,
oh
18
yes, they
bedroom
do.
damn house. Your
Yes, they
kids need
do.
to still go out there and shovel, snow, cut grass. He need to
No,
know how
Mm-hmm.
to
that's
do
not.
these
Yeah,
No,
things.
that's not
yeah.
not logic though. Because if
I
the
just think
person,
that
hold
and I
on,
I'm exaggerating with the 18 bedroom house,
hold
but I'm saying that your
on.
just because you got you got
Hold
you
on,
might be
Inga, for a
doing
minute.
better.
Hold on for a minute. No, not by your logic though, because you said you didn't want them to struggle. You know what I mean? Like you, if we
That's not struggling to cut the grass and know how to
That's not
shovel
struggling.
snow.
no,
That's life skills. That's just
Yeah,
teaching them
and
how to
know
be
how
a
to
better
change a
person.
hold on. I
tire
can't say. I
and know
Yeah.
how
can't.
to put
I'm trying.
gas in the car.
I'm trying to say y'all keep cutting me up.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
My
not.
bad.
sorry. I'm not gonna come. I'm be quiet. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Like, by Inga just said she didn't want nobody to,
I ain't say
stuff
that.
like how we do. I'm
I didn't
agreeing
say
with you,
that.
paper boy,
Say what I
about
said. Don't
that.
say what you think I said. Say
Okay,
what
say,
I
well,
said.
now repeat yourself. What you
Okay,
said?
I said what I okay, or maybe I said it wrong. Let me say it how better. But okay, I'm used for example. Like sometimes I've been guilty of saying this. My son is an adult. I've been guilty of saying it. That oh yeah, well I had to do all this. I don't understand why you can't do something. Well, I have to think. Well, it was different times then when I was doing whatever I was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's yeah, and so we didn't I think that sometimes we supposed to be able to give them I won't say give, but help me out, PG, because maybe I'm saying my words wrong. But if you're doing better in life, it's okay to maybe
provide them.
provide yeah, and so they don't, why should they have to struggle and do all the, but cutting the grass, look, I'm sure that I'm sure, well, I don't know nothing about PG's business, but maybe she might be doing better than she was when she back and living in New York or whatever, I don't know, but I'm just saying, but that doesn't mean that grandson nephew can't go out there and cut grass, shovel some
No,
snow,
that's teaching
change
structure.
a tire. That's
Yeah.
just learning how to be, an adult or
Being a
not adult, but
man,
a
being a
man. You know
man.
what I'm saying? Teaching them at a young age how to do stuff. That doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's no. They should still
It
cut
ain't got nothing to
grass
do
and
with
all
struggle.
that.
That don't mean you got to be sitting up here eating no that. You know what I mean? Eating the air sandwich when we got
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I might have
You
said
know,
it wrong.
like,
So excuse me if I said the
yo,
words or jumbled the words all up wrong.
No.
But I no,
nah,
I don't mean that they not supposed to, because maybe you financially doing a little bit better now
mm-mm.
that your grandparents might have been doing it. You don't have to be your kids don't have to be doing nothing to sit in the house and play Call of Duty all day or whatever. No, hell no.
It's certain things, but it's certain things that they gonna want to do. You feel me? You
Mhm.
might not want them to do it, but they were like, my kids. I don't
But
want
you
y'all to
can
eat oodles
provide
and
more
noodles.
for them
Oodles
than
and
your
noodles is
parents or
like
grandparents could do.
we had to eat that shit because you know what I mean. Like certain times, hey, you know what I mean?
Ain't
Hey, ends
nobody
wasn't
above
meeting,
no
so we
ramen
had to do
noodles.
that shit. But now
Mm-hmm.
they want to eat that kind of stuff, but it's that was for us. That's a struggle meal. You feel me? Like, come on,
Nope.
man.
I'm not
We
feeding
want
him
some
fish
real food.
sticks.
Oodles and noodles is just in there because
Mhm.
that's what they could afford at this time.
I
So,
ain't down with the
but they
struggle
want to do
fool.
that
That
shit
was a
nowadays.
filler.
Oh
They'll
well,
just crush it.
I've been through I've been from the low of the low to, well, I ain't gonna say the high, I ain't there yet, y'all. But I've been, but I've been struggling
But you ate some
even
good
when I
food
had
though.
my son, and so he know about eating a fried bologna sandwich. He know about
Exactly.
eating cup of noodles, oozing
Yuck.
noodles, ramen noodles, whatever you want to call it. He knows
Mhm.
about this thing.
I ain't
But
eating
when
no
I was
damn
doing
bologna.
better, we stopped having those things.
You say you're not
Yeah.
eating what?
I ain't. Yeah. I never liked bologna, man. I didn't. I ate
When
it, but I
okay, if you
hated
don't like it, you don't like it. But I was raised on that, and then
I'm with you on there, Detroit. I don't really like bologna either.
I
So.
I
don't. I
yeah,
don't
don't
oh
like
like
no,
it
I
bologna,
mean,
either.
but
I
I ate
hated
I was
them
seeing I
raised
though.
on.
hated seeing that in the refrigerator. My mom's bring that little with the red ring around it. I
Yeah,
hated that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
they ain't
So we
But
want
hey,
sure
to.
did eat a fried
it is
bologna
what it
sandwich
is.
on white bread. Yes, sure we did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
We
we
ain't
ain't had
have.
Hawaiian rolls back
Well, I
then.
was just about to say that you in my brain. You walking in my brain. We ain't have Hawaiian rolls. I had 2 pieces of Wonder Bread or something like that. You
You
know what I'm
damn
saying?
right. If
Yeah, I
that.
sure did. I ate fried spam sandwiches too. A spam and egg
Mhm.
sandwich. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
me.
Mm-hmm.
I did because
Detroit, what
I
struggle
didn't
did
grow
you
up real
have?
poor. I didn't grow up like good
Chitlins.
times.
That nasty ass bacon. I
I
mean,
didn't
not
grow up.
bacon,
I
but
didn't grow up like
I'm
good
about to say
times, but
bacon.
I was still. But my
what's the name?
mother,
Bologna.
father
I
took.
hated that. And I stopped
Well,
eating it.
Yeah. I
I
can't
had
stand
it.
bologna. I hated the way it smelled. I hated the way
Right.
everything. I
Yeah,
could not
bologna.
stand
Yeah,
that
Ain't
shit.
nothing
I
like
remember.
good
I remember one time
fried
I was
bologna and
tricked.
cheese sandwich.
I was tricked to
Mhm.
eat bologna
I won't
because
eat
they
it
told me it was
now,
ham.
but back then as a child, yes, I ate it.
I gotta read
Now
this
as an
comment.
adult,
Hold
no.
on.
I can't. My stomach and I can't eat that stuff.
Shannon, you must have rode the bus because we off there right now, man. Like you must have rode the bus. You got, you know what I mean? I understand you had to deal with riding the bus or whatever, but we get it. You're not gonna ride the bus. Your kid not gonna ride the bus. We off that, man. If you don't want to ride it, you don't have to.
Hey.
Like honestly,
Next.
I ain't gonna hold you. I rode the bus. I didn't,
See,
and
Candy
sometimes I
know what I'm
love
talking
doing it.
about, a fried bologna sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Fried
Mm-hmm.
bologna and
Yeah, y'all
cheese
can have
sandwich
that.
was good.
You can have
Mm-hmm.
that fried
Now I will
bologna.
not eat it now. Maybe Candy still
Yeah.
do. I won't eat it now. I don't
But
eat that
when
stuff
you were
now. But
hungry,
when I was
when
a
you get
child,
hungry,
yes,
yeah,
we ate
you
that stuff.
hungry,
As a child, yes.
yeah, you had
When
those
I
you when
ate
you
foods.
say
many
when you
struggle
hungry, it
foods.
reminded me of that City High song.
But see,
Mm.
don't say what you won't eat though now, because
Mm-hmm.
I ain't eat no
times
damn
Shit.
banana.
if times
I ain't eat
get
no
really
bologna.
bad and you lose it all, you gonna eat all that stuff. Okay, you gonna eat
Yep.
all the stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you say you don't
You
like.
gotta live. You
Inga,
gotta live. You damn
You
right.
gonna crack open that can of cream corn?
I don't like
Hey.
cream corn, but it look
Ugh.
if it's between if the world become the Walking Dead, I'm eating all that crap. Okay, I'm eating
I
Hell
anything.
I
yeah.
got my green beans.
Yep.
See, I'm not eating no
I mean
corn.
anything. You know what I'm
Ugh,
saying?
that damn corn was look bad, bruh.
Mm.
But it's all
Hey.
about mindset too, with like raising
Ugh.
kids,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of kids now these days, like even my nephew, he got a Chick-fil-A song. And I'm like, bro, we not getting Chick-fil-A today. That's $15. Like, we're not doing
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like, he started to get a little bougie with his palate. I'm like, bro, like we not doing I ain't got
Oh, see,
Yeah.
okay,
Chick-fil-A.
PG. Now I can't
Hey.
defend you on this one. You spoiling that boy. Okay, you
Well,
spoiling
no,
him.
Yeah.
I cut back a lot, you know what I'm saying? But
You spoiling him.
it's just certain kids, how we couldn't get up from the table because we had to make sure we ate everything. Well, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, we
Oh, you
wasn't
gonna eat that? Oh
exactly,
hell
and that's
yeah.
Before you
that's what
get
I
up from
make
that
him do,
table.
even though he'll be like,
Like no,
oh, I
it'll
don't
be
like
waiting
this.
for your ass in the
And
morning.
see, and
That's
and
what that's
and see, and
that's
that
what
ain't got
happened.
nothing to do about how much money somebody make. That's just raising your
Yeah, I
children,
said,
right?
yeah, mindset.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
right,
The mindset
Mm-hmm.
of the kids, because
Not
Mm-hmm.
being
we didn't
wasteful and
have a
things
choice
like
back
that.
then. So
Yeah.
I
right,
make sure
right.
I operate same with him. Like, you not getting up. That costs money. You gonna eat that. Like, because how some kids, like, I don't like that, but you ain't never had it before. So
Remind
what
me
you
of that
talking
scene.
about?
Right.
It remind me. It remind me of that scene in Crooklyn when the boy wanted to get up on the table because he didn't want to eat the peas.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love
I mean,
peas.
yeah. But well, my dad was like that. You ain't getting no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
that's how
not getting
my
no
mother was
dessert. You're
too.
not eating no chocolate cake,
Yep.
dessert, ice
So you
cream, whatever it
clean
was,
your
Exactly.
plate.
until
Oh,
So
you
Mhm.
that
eat
plate is
that whatever.
clean.
I had, yeah. And when he wasn't
Unless you
looking,
just
I used to
stubborn.
scrape it down to my dog and give it to
I
my
'Cause
dog.
there's certain things I just wasn't
I
going
used
to
to
eat.
scoop
My
it in the
grandma
I
would
used to
try to
scoop it in
make
the
me eat
napkin.
liver, and it wasn't happening to the
Oh,
point
I
my
love
mom
liver. I
my
still
mom and her
love
got in an
liver. I'm
argument.
the
It's like
only
he's
one.
not gonna eat that shit.
Yeah,
Right.
So
I'm the only one in my household that will eat it. I still love
nah,
liver and onions.
Oh,
like I
black
see,
can't
eyed peas
do
is
Inga,
it.
nasty,
Inga,
but
that's
I
I
because
love
you
black
enjoy
part
eyed
it,
peas.
Inga, that's because you part vampire. That's why you like liver.
Some neck
Would
bones,
you
some
wait a minute,
rice.
wait a minute? What you
I
say,
can't
Tori?
do
I'm
it.
what?
I said I knew you was part vampire. That's why you like that liver. I knew it was a
I
reason we only see you at night.
Yeah.
know
There's a reason we only see
yeah,
you at
Hey,
night.
but
hey,
it's
PG.
me, my dad, and my mom. We the only ones. I don't think my sisters even eat liver night. We the only ones that eat
Mm.
liver night. If I make it in my house, my son ain't eating it. And I tried to trick him when he was a child and say, "Oh, it's like steak." He chewed on it. He said, hell
Yeah.
no." But he ain't say hell no.
That's
He ain't say
traumatizing.
hell
My
no. But he
grandma would
said,
try
"This
to do
ain't no
that to me.
steak."
He's like, nah, that ain't no damn steak.
I
I don't want
know.
to hear that shit.
I know. He
Hey,
said, "This ain't no
What?
steak."
Hey,
Okay,
I
PG.
tried
how?
Mm.
to.
Not
Go
that I'm
ahead,
about to
go ahead,
pry, but
I
Tori.
love living onions. Ooh, look,
not
it's
that I'm
smothered
about
with
to pry,
gravy
but
and
what
all
does
that
liver
too. Oh
taste
yeah,
like?
it's good.
Liver is nasty, man.
What does that taste like?
Facts.
I love it. Yeah, I
Oh,
love it.
I'd rather eat grass than liver, my nigga. I just die. I'm not eating that shit, bro.
They used to feed us liver every
And they got to,
Tuesday.
yeah, and
Hey,
it
hold
can't,
on,
no, it
Candy.
can't, and
Hey,
Toya, it
Candy.
cannot be bloody. It got to be
That
well
ain't
done.
bougie at all.
Yeah,
Cause
because when I
Yeah,
hey,
it
used to
got to
see it
be
in the
we
well
had them
done,
store,
crab
cooked from
yeah.
here all
legs.
the way through. I don't want no
Let's
blood.
not do that. DMV
ahead,
it's
go
a
ahead.
difference. You got that's mandatory. Everybody eat
Is it
crabs and crab
oh,
legs.
Yeah.
crab legs? Crab legs?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. And you better have that old.
that's
You better have that
ain't
Old
nothing
Bay.
bougie about that. I remember
Wait a
doing
minute, who
that. Hey,
said?
we
Wait a
have a
minute,
good week. We going to
Hold on,
Chesapeake Bay Seafood
one at a
House.
time, though.
Let's
wait
go.
a minute, who said the crab legs was bougie?
Candy gonna
Candy,
try.
since
Candy
we
gonna say
made
that it was
honor
Oh,
roll,
bougie.
because
oh no, that's
Bougie with the
not
crab legs.
no,
They
it
gonna
ain't
think
bougie. But
bougie.
see,
Ain't
really
bougie.
though, wait a minute, the DMV, we got a whole bunch of us here in this house right now.
Mm-hmm.
We mostly grew up eating. I'm gonna speak. Well, maybe I speak for me. We ate the whole crab, not just the legs.
Yeah.
Like we sat there on like the football game coming on Sunday with the Redskins. I mean, Commanders. Oh, we would be getting some crabs.
Oh
Back when
yeah,
I
the
was a
kids, we
kid.
getting a
Oh
couple
man.
papers, a
I got
couple
a
We be
Sunday
I
get,
papers.
yes, we
Newspaper.
be
We
getting
laying
them
down the
crabs and we be
papers
sitting
and
there
let the
And now
watching the
kids
check
sit
this
football
out.
down.
game.
I
And
got a
you
Yep,
take
question,
that
though.
and you dump it on that table on that plate.
Yes,
yep.
and
Hold on,
eating
can
all
I
this
can
stuff. Yeah.
I
That's
gotta answer
right.
this
Damn
question
right.
right
Go
quick.
ahead.
Can I ask this question? All right, he said y'all eat chitlins. No,
No, that's
No,
No.
Candy.
no,
no.
Candy
Candy eat
loves.
that.
She will make the chitlins for everybody in the
That's
chat
why
because
Candy put the eye in the
Candy
chat
love like
because
the
she likes
chitlins.
them
Mm-hmm.
chitlins.
She
Yeah.
Chitlins is
still love
I
them.
want to get my jokes so can't get
Them shitlins.
chitlins is struggle
them
food, bro.
shitlins. Yeah, them
Them
shitlins.
shitlins.
Mm.
Hey, PG, that's you talking about
No,
struggle
as a
food. That's
child, I was
struggle
forced to
food.
eat it. I don't eat that now.
That's struggle food right there,
Mm.
man. Straight
Yeah,
up.
and I said it's one thing or the other you're gonna get with food. You're gonna either get food that looks good and tastes good, or it's gonna not look good but taste good. It's gonna taste good and look nasty. With chitlins, they smell bad, they look bad, and
Well,
they
wait a
taste
minute. If
bad.
they stink, that means somebody didn't clean them good.
Right.
They not
Mhm.
supposed to stink once you clean
Don't
them
give a
good.
damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Nobody
not
Candy
clean
supposed to
know
them
what
be
I'm
good.
talking
Cleaning
about.
them
If they're
guts
clean,
anyway.
they
But the
ain't
thing
supposed to
is,
stink.
but you know what really it is when you find out what the chitlin is. When you
Oh
find out
yeah,
it's
nah,
the
I just don't.
intestine,
I
and
don't even.
then that's
I
what
don't
turns it
bother
all
with that.
the
ugly.
chilling is nasty. We're not gonna make no excuses. It look nasty. It's
Yeah, I don't
struggle
eat them no
food,
more.
and
Yeah.
that's 1938 food.
But
Wade in the
nobody
water.
But you
nobody
got to
Yeah.
can
be
Chilling
Oh
careful
my
nasty,
confirm
bro.
because
god!
what y'all
people have
cleaning
been
those
tricked by
chitlins
them.
with though. How y'all cleaning it? With dish detergent? Like let me know. Do you check
It
it?
Right.
don't matter. If you got a clean
You got to
shit, then
soak
something
them. You got
wrong.
to Candy. Tell everybody how you clean because you
Hold
got
I
on,
to
one at a
soak them.
time,
You
I
one
got
at a
to
asked
time.
her.
Go
She
ahead,
you
said
go
got
she
to
ahead.
didn't
clean all the
know.
stuff
You
out of
got
it. So, yeah.
Well, hold on.
we
I just say,
People
please,
put them in
please. I
vinegar
don't
and all
want
that
to.
stuff. Yeah, soak
Hey,
them in
I don't want to
vinegar.
what?
hear. I don't
What
want
did
to
you
hear.
eat this after
Man,
dark?
Huh?
better have a
Hold on.
water
What you say?
hose.
What you say,
Soak that
PG?
chitlin in some
Oh, she
salt.
said.
Hey.
Labrie said y'all eat butt.
Hey, hold on,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
making my
Hell
job.
no.
Hold on, y'all
She
making
said
my
you
job.
eat oxtail. She said y'all eat butt then.
Oh,
Oh
Yep.
my God.
Eating booty
yo,
gang over here.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Labrie.
hold on,
Oxtail,
hold
sorry.
on. I just want to.
You
I'm
eating
just
rump roast?
yo.
Go ahead. Shout out Labrie.
I'm
Eating butt
oh
cheeks? Eating butt cheeks?
I F
Oxtail
oxtails
is
up this
good though. I
weekend.
ain't gonna lie. Oxtails are good.
Man.
I don't
Yo.
really make them like that. I usually just go out to the little Jamaican spots and get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
usually be making
Hey.
them like that because they
That's
just,
that's the best meat.
Oh,
Pause.
it yeah. Mm-hmm. Sucking on the bone, everything is yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Little
Mm-hmm.
drippings. Ugh, yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo,
I'm thinking
wow.
about it now,
Talk
PG.
dirty.
I'm over
Wow.
here
Talk dirty.
saliva
Talk
coming out my
dirty.
mouth thinking about it.
Talk
Oh my
dirty.
God.
Y'all know
Yo.
I'm a foodie, so I love anytime about
Hold
food
on. I couldn't hear
conversation. I
y'all,
love
man.
food. That
Hold on. I'm trying to get to like.
Go ahead,
It's
Detroit.
a
I'm
lot of people
sorry.
talk. There's a lot of people talking
Oh
at one
man.
time. Now
I'm
you can.
sorry. Go ahead. It's your thing. It's your
See they got
channel. I'm sorry.
they
Go
got
ahead.
start they done started talking about food, and you know how we get about food.
Wade in the
Yeah.
water. That just niggas up there. Niggas eating struggle food.
Detroit up there
Okay.
singing them
Well,
Negro
maybe
spirituals
some
with
people
his foot in the
struggling.
pail,
I'm
carving
talking
an
about.
apple,
Okay.
about to eat it.
Wait a minute. When are we supposed to eat
I'm talking
Detroit
about.
if it's
I'm
not?
talking about chillings. That's
Well,
struggle
I ain't gonna.
food.
Oh,
Oh, we
now
about
okay.
to
Now
say because
chitlins. No
oxtails ain't struggle
chitlins.
food.
I'm
If you
not
know how
eating
much
chitlins.
Wade in
I'm
the
oxtail
done with the
costs these
Oh
chitlins.
days,
yeah,
are you
oxtails is
serious?
water.
expensive.
I'm done with the chitlins. I'm done with
Oh,
the pig's
coming.
feet. I don't do none of that no more.
What's the
Yeah,
hey
get you
Oh man.
hold on
Hawaiian
hey
rolls.
booby, what's that help me out, man, y'all a movie, but what's on school days when the opening, what's that song called, man? I'm building me a home. That's that
Yeah.
type of food. You remember that English?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yes, but remember now,
Yeah.
the Chitlins we've been going back since slavery. So you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
say somebody was struggling. Hell yeah, they were struggling. They
Niggas
Bro, that's
still eat.
serious struggle food.
That was
Niggas,
Yeah.
serious struggle food. They
niggas still
took the
eating them
worst of the
though.
word. Them slave masters gave them the
Oh yeah,
garbage, and they turned it into
gave
a
them the
Yeah.
delicacy.
scraps.
They
So
gave
you
them
know,
the
But
so
feed.
why people still eating them though? we in
Because
2025.
I don't know.
Because
Some
yeah,
people, listen, you
because they
know,
still like to eat it.
some people still like to eat it. They like pig snout,
yeah.
pig's feet, all kind of stuff like
I
that.
I don't
can't
know
even
if
do
y'all
What
that.
happened
can't. You
is
know what? You
it
know what?
got indoctrinated into their
People eat hog head
society, and
cheese.
it's been passed
Yeah.
down
Tell
and
people
get
they eat
passed
hog
down from
maws.
As
generation
a
to
matter of fact, if
generation.
Candy, if you still in the chat, I know you heard of this store down in South Carolina called IGA. I will
Yeah.
never forget. I will never
Oh
forget when.
yeah, IGA.
Yeah,
I know about them.
I will never forget when I was younger because my grandmother lived down there and we had went to the IGA. They actually sold the whole hog in the
Yeah.
store. Like you
Yeah.
could literally buy the
Mhm.
whole hog and it would be
Yeah.
laid on its back with its forelegs stuck up in the air,
Yeah.
frozen.
Mhm.
IGA
Yeah.
and Piggly Wiggly.
And
How
yeah,
much that
Piggly
cost?
Wiggly.
Piggly
Yeah,
Wiggly.
Piggly Wigglies. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
go down the south, you can the Piggly Wigglies.
Like you could
They got
literally
all
go
that
there
stuff.
in the display and you can see the hog right there in the window of the
Yeah.
display.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
It was
Don't
was
let
it
it
on
from the
sale?
rooter
How
to
much
the
was it?
tutor. They don't care.
Yeah, I don't eat none of that. I don't eat none of that.
Wade in the water.
I gave all that up, a long time ago. But as a child, I was forced to. They stuck it on your plate. You was eating
Mhm.
it. You know what I'm saying? So
Niggas be up there talking about, let's go get these chillings from the market.
Unless
We
you
about
had
to
a
eat
very
good.
strong will, because certain things I know I just was not gonna eat. It's like, okay, well, you're gonna be eating it for
well,
dinner tomorrow. Well, I just won't be eating nothing. I'm good.
yeah, well, I didn't want no strap on my butt from my dad, so I
Yeah,
had to
I
eat. I had
take
to
it.
do what I
I
had to
take it.
do.
I'm not eating it.
No,
Mhm.
I got a question for y'all. Speaking of food, have you ever had someone's or anyone's cooking like
Yes, Win
it- it's-
Dixie. Mhm.
or maybe it could
Oh
even
yeah,
be
Win
it could even
Dixie.
be your mother's cooking or something like that. And you say, then they felt insulted when you said, "Can we go to McDonald's?"
Mhm.
I could never say that to my mother.
Mhm.
Hell no.
No,
I
you
mean,
better
you
I
eat
could
pick
never
I
that
say
shit
did.
that.
up.
I
Now we
Uh-uh.
went to McDonald's. That was like a treat. It wasn't like I couldn't tell my mother,
Exactly.
I don't want the food you made because I'm going to McDonald's or take me to McDonald's.
Mhm.
No, I couldn't
That
do
was a
that.
treat because we was kids and we was getting the Happy Meal when Happy Meals was actually popping.
Real.
Yes.
Hold on.
That
Oh
was a
yeah,
You know what I mean?
blessing.
And
And
a Happy Meal
McDonald's
was
was
actually a Happy Meal.
healthier than it is now.
Yeah, it
It was
way
actually
Yeah.
healthier.
healthy.
Nothing.
Back then, people used to take their families to go to McDonald's after church.
Yeah.
Right,
Because it was
yeah,
Sunday.
you sure
You
did.
was, I mean, the church
I
line
had
would be long.
I remember
out
having
the
a birthday
door
party
for
at
the church
McDonald's.
service.
They used to have the
Me
birthday
too.
party at
They
McDonald's.
did.
Yeah.
They had the little, in the
Yeah, I
little
don't know
play
if people
area.
do that no
For
more. I don't think
kids
they do that no
back
more.
then,
they don't.
McDonald's was the thing because Happy Meals was Happy Meals. It didn't come in a bag. A Happy Meal was actually a
In a
treat.
little
It
box,
came in.
right?
In that
It
little
came in a
box.
box, or it
In
came in the
They
actual.
had the plastic
It
joints
was
too.
actually a
Yeah.
toy. It was like a boat that you could put in the
Yeah.
But
tub with you,
but
or it
one thing
was
that used to get
like
me though
something
was,
you could take the actual box with you.
but
Go
one thing
ahead,
that used
go
to get
ahead,
me though
Tori.
was the incompetent workers there when it came to the Happy Meal, and by that I meant was this. When I wanted a Happy Meal and I said, "Can I get toy number 3?" They would always put toy number 1, 2, and 4. I said I asked for 3. I'm like, do y'all not know your numbers?
Okay, we ain't had no choices, Toya.
Nah, we ain't
Okay,
had no
we
choice.
ain't had
We
no
got what toy we got.
Got
You had a bougie McDonald's too.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
we ain't
real.
had no choice. I want
Shoot.
I want this
It
one
was a
right
Nah,
surprise.
here.
we got the only choice we got was if you wanted nuggets or a ham or a
It was
cheeseburger. Or
yeah,
ham.
yeah. It was nuggets
That was your choice.
yeah, nuggets
Mhm.
or burger, cheeseburger, whatever. Yeah, it wasn't all this.
Yeah, it
Now
was.
they
Then
You
you
got
got
what
gotta
they
what
went to
got,
the
choice you
apple
got.
playground
slices
too.
and the
The
milk
apple
and all that. I
juice
was
and stuff
like,
like that.
no, they ain't.
Yep.
No, we ain't have all that.
But no, but I think the universal thing that I think one thing that has stood the test of time when it came to McDonald's is the lacking on that ice cream machine. Talking about, oh, the ice cream machine ain't working. It was working. They just didn't want to clean it after they were done for the day. That's all that was. I found that out a few years ago.
Yeah, maybe
Oh
that
yeah.
might be true. That may
I
be.
Ice
I don't
cream.
know.
I went to Dairy Queen. I just love that.
Yeah,
Oh
Dairy Queen
yeah,
Or
was
Dairy
Berry.
good.
Queen.
Yes, Dairy
Yeah.
Queen was good. And
Dairy Queen still good.
we used to have
The
good human and all
Blizzards,
that coming from our neighbor, and ice cream trucks and stuff coming in our
Mm-hmm. Oh
neighborhood.
yeah,
And we'd be
Mr.
screaming
Softy.
down, yes. Mm-hmm.
LeBrie said, "This ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way."
Mm-mm.
Used
No,
to
you
love
ain't have
going
them.
there, especially around Halloween. They'll put your food in one of them little plastic jack-o'-lanterns.
Man, yep.
You can take that, man. What?
Yes,
And
yes,
use to go
yes.
trick or treating with.
Yep.
Right. You used to go trick or treating with. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ain't no wrong. Trick or treating. A lot of people try not to go trick or treat no more. I noticed
Oh,
because I
not.
bought a lot of candy and they only got a few kids. I'm
It's
like,
not the
Oh,
same.
yeah.
It's too dangerous now.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
like I've heard
Now I know you want the
stories about
kid.
people putting the razor blades in the candy and
Now I
stuff
know
like that.
Detroit want the kids to get on the city bus to go trick or treating, but it's too dangerous now. It's too
Nah.
dangerous.
Shannon,
First of all, if I gotta get on the
Shannon,
city bus to go trick or treat, that ain't happening.
Shannon took her kids on the city bus. She got rammed up about that city bus. I ain't gonna hold you, Shannon. I don't know if you're still in there, but I know you. I
I
think you low
think
key.
I think she gone, maybe.
But listen, trick or treating back in the day as a kid was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
Yeah.
Candy said this is a boring after dark
Sex
talk
talk
show.
show.
Mm-hmm.
Food is
Sex
sex.
talk show.
But they started off talking about child support.
Yeah, we
Right?
started off and changed up, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I changed it up
man.
by talking about some damn chillings and
Yeah.
city bus.
All right, Candy, I got a question for you then. Since it's boring, you use food during sex?
Oh.
I'm trying to spice it up for her.
She said, baby,
Hey.
she said, baby, I gotta go eat these chillings. We
Yeah.
Now I know she ain't kissing her husband in the mouth after she ate no
Yeah.
shit.
Your favorite
You know?
was your favorite food during for sex to bring to the bed.
Favorite food to bring into the bedroom
Oh yeah.
doing sex. Okay. I know nobody better not say no damn oxtails or no shit like that. Okay.
This ain't my 600-pound life.
Right.
I mean, like the normal stuff, the strawberries, the grapes, the bananas, and all shit
Don't
like
bring
that.
don't bring
Oh,
no
my
full for
God.
don't bring no full for I can't get my words
Like
together.
don't bring no
meal.
plate of macaroni and cheese, no
Yeah, don't
yams,
bring
no
nothing heavy in
no
there.
no living onions,
We
gravy.
gonna be up in there
Is that what we doing?
A full plate of food.
It's gonna be
You gonna
smelling
put
like
some-
a pig pen up in there.
Yeah,
You
I
feel
want my
me?
man to pour the gravy all over me. Pour the gravy.
You gonna put some,
Oh,
you gonna put some potato salad on it.
Yeah, he
That's
can.
too. Am I?
Yeah,
too
he can
old?
throw the potato salad on my nipples and eat off the.
Yeah.
Every time
Y'all
I
sorry,
close
I'm
my
tripping, y'all. I'm
eyes.
sorry.
Hey,
Burping relish.
Hey.
Oh no.
Hey, Peachy, they gonna have Angle on OnlyFans for
Yeah, y'all, time's
OnlyFans.
getting hard now. You don't know what's going on with this new presidency. I might have to get an OnlyFans. I might have to get one. They said they making good money over there. I'm like,
Yeah.
look, we losing out on some money. We had to.
Motherfuckers on OnlyFans gonna be having gravy
Oh,
on nipples
man.
and shit.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm like, ain't gonna
Let me
start
find out.
They gonna be
Inga gonna get an OnlyFans and make her on her.
somebody
Inga's
you know
world
gonna say they
famous
saw a
potato
video.
salad.
Somebody gonna see a
Oh,
video and they saw
Lord.
this lady with blonde hair or with a low cut and she had gravy being poured and licked off her nipples. I'm like,
Oh Lord.
I'm like, oh man.
my God.
I'm like, in my mind, I'm not
You
gonna say
know-
who it is, but I'm
Oh,
not gonna say it out
God.
loud. But in my mind, I'm like, she actually did.
Hey, look, I show up at the doctor with a rash. She told, why you got this rash? The gravy was all over me. The potato salad because it had onions and all that shit.
Oh,
It broke me out in a rash.
Oh my God.
I mean, but do y'all age
Look
out
at
that stuff? I don't know. I just feel like now I did all that younger. Like I don't know. I ain't got time for all that right now. It's too messy.
Well, yes, Petey said I ain't about to dirty up
You
these
been there.
damn Target
Everybody been
sheets
there.
with that.
You know, hey.
Yeah, everybody, experimented, to see what how far their
Yeah,
fantasies will go.
had everybody use that Hershey syrup. You feel me? So
If you do stuff like that,
I got
if
white
you
teeth.
use
I
the
ain't
whipped
got time
cream
for
and the
all that.
Hershey syrup,
You
you
know
go
what-
to
you
a
know what-
hotel and dirty
Hold
up
on,
them
what
damn
I'm
Jackie,
sheets.
you feel me? There
You
you go,
don't do it at
Inga.
your house and
At
dirty up
your
them
house,
damn
never,
sheets.
never.
No, go to a hotel.
that you
You
saw.
know.
This is things
All
that
right,
you
hold
saw
on,
when
hold
you
on.
was-
We talking over you. Go ahead, Tori.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, it's just the things that you saw when you was younger, and like even in music videos, because it's funny that Booby brought up the Hershey syrup, because the first time I saw that, as far as like in anything mainstream, was in that what video was that? Was that Hey Lover?
Hey lover, hey
I
lover.
think it was that when
that's
Ella
not
had
L Cool J,
you-
right?
when he poured the chocolate syrup on the girl's leg
Yeah.
and he licked it. That's where I first thought. I was like, I wonder what that's like.
Mhm.
Imagine my young underage mind thinking like, what is that like?
Mhm. Oh yeah.
L was doing his thing. What'd you say, PG?
Oh, I ain't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
You just said I'm not
Yeah.
about to dirty up my nice sheets. I go to
I
the
got
hotel and pour the
Oh.
You want
on
the
the whipped
hotel?
cream and the
You do
chocolate
all that
syrup
at
on
the
their sheets.
hotel.
my
All
sheets
the
white
hotel.
too.
Yep.
I ain't doing all that.
Yeah.
She said I ain't getting no chocolate stains on my white
Mm-mm.
sheets.
I like the ice.
Never.
Yeah, and
And
Candy talking about the chocolate go run down to the crack of your tail and all that. What is she talking?
No.
Hey, hey.
OG, what you say,
I
OG?
like the
You like
ice.
what?
I like ice. I'm sorry. I like the ice. That's
What
what
you say? Ice.
he said ice,
Ice.
like
You
ice
know what to
cubes.
do with ice?
You-
Ice cubes. Yeah, I like to eat ice and use ice when I'm eating.
And so you gonna make her coochie all cold.
Too.
You gonna freeze her coochie all up with the
it's
ice.
ways of
Coochie
doing
catch
it.
cold.
It's ways of doing it. You don't put it on there the whole time.
Nuh-uh.
It's like you blowing ice. You blow it out and you pull it back in.
OG said
Around.
OG said he trying to put it on the clitoris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to freeze that
thing.
Yeah.
Look,
Ever since he saw Spike Lee do it and do the right thing, that's where he went the
Oh
ice
my
from. That's
God. Thank God for the right nipple. Thank God for the
Wait a minute, Candy talking about Listerine strips and pop rocks. What the hell she talking about?
what?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Pop Rocks.
No.
Candy
Pop Rocks
is
be
wild. She
forgiven.
talking about Listerine strips. Lord have mercy.
Oh, I know about the Pop
DeMarcus
Rocks.
said, "Have you ever
Mhm.
have sex in the back seat?" I'm pretty. DeMarcus a freaky nigga, man.
In the
DeMarcus be
back
talk
seat.
in the back
Yeah, them
seat.
pop
I
rocks.
ain't never
I
did
mean,
that.
that's man,
I don't think
that's
I did that.
Yeah, that's regular. That's like
that's
first
regular. That ain't nothing. That ain't
That's not
Yeah,
risky,
if I
so to
did,
speak.
that's probably when I was a teenager type of thing.
Niggas
It's
did that.
not,
Yeah,
Niggas
sex
did
in
that
the
at a
car
drive-in.
not
that's
since I
regular.
was grown.
I did that in middle school.
That
You
was
feel
like
me?
that was like drive-in situation going on
You
there.
feel me?
Yeah,
Listen
but caught y'all parents. Oh my God, I was traumatized.
Oh
No,
man,
thank
traumatized.
God.
Thank God never did that.
I caught mine. No sheets. Nothing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Just-
Come on. Oh, nah. Mm-mm.
It was
Nah.
a lot,
No,
y'all.
Oh
Nah.
man, no.
PG, it's
I
funny.
don't
PG
even want to
bring
think
that up.
about it. No. Mm-mm.
Hey PG, it's funny you bring that up. Did y'all ever see that video of that little girl describing when she heard her parents, but she didn't know what was going on, and they was like, "What did you hear?" And she just started to describing the sounds both her mom and her dad was making. When I tell you, I laughed so hard with that video.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Have we had sex in a tent? No, wait a minute. I'm too classy based. I ain't doing no tent on the ground.
That means you got to be outside.
Like
on
we
the ground.
camping.
Hey, the pop
PG,
rocks
like we can't.
and
PG, we
fruit
camping
roll
out
up.
in the woods.
Yeah.
We don't do the woods. Okay.
I done had the fruit roll.
Wait a
I done
minute.
had the fruit roll up.
DeMarcus, why you bring up
that
cough
was
drops?
something else.
He said cough drops.
Cough drops so they can burn your
Dang.
What, it was coughing at you? What's going on?
Oh man. Yeah, I ain't going out no tent either. No.
DeMarcus will get in, nigga. DeMarcus got some tricks up his sleeve, man. That nigga said cough drops.
Hey. Well, okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you do. Whatever floats your boat.
Everybody likes something different. Everybody
like I always say, everybody.
It's no one way
has
of
a
nothing.
kink.
Everybody likes something different.
Everybody
I'm
has at least
Hawaiian
one
rolls
kink.
next time.
I saw my daddy have my mama toes.
She gonna put the wine rolls all over her
I
body.
think PG trolls be putting more with these Hawaiian rolls than I do.
Spice it up a little bit.
I ain't never seen my mother fight. I'm glad I didn't.
I'm good. I wasn't that nosy, and I wasn't walking in no doors.
I don't even like
without knocking.
The door was
yeah.
glass though, booby, and I got cursed out.
Oh damn.
It was a glass, like the French doors, like with the little wood paint.
Oh, the French
man.
house, glass French doors. Oh, I done had French doors, but they wasn't glass.
Yeah, it was glass, and all I saw was schlong, and it
Oh,
was
yeah,
a lot.
no.
It was a lot.
Mm-mm.
And
Oh
he didn't.
damn.
My stepdad didn't even stop, yo. He kept going and told me to get the
Hey.
fuck out.
She still got nightmares about that man. She wake up in the middle of the night with sweat and nightmares
Nah,
about
that was. I didn't talk to him for like 2 weeks. I'm like, bro,
But
like,
you know, it was good to him, man.
Hey, he's probably about to bust that thing and about to bust that nut too. Right when he walked in, like,
Now
hey,
we
Nah,
look.
understand,
and my
yeah, I
mom
don't want
made no
to.
better.
Yeah,
My
just
mom was just there, like,
Once you pass the point of no return, you really don't care about it. You know, everybody got that point of no return. When you know it's
Yeah.
about to come, hey,
Mhm.
I don't
You
want to
just
hear
have to
nothing. Don't
listen
say
to
nothing. No
listen,
interrupt.
don't
listen.
disturb this groove.
You damn right.
Don't disturb this groove.
An earthquake wouldn't be able to
Damn
stop
right.
that.
At
You about
all.
that brother was about to explode, nigga. You got to I
Man,
ain't stopping.
I was
Mm-mm.
traumatized too. I went through the same thing.
yeah, that wasn't
Walked
cool.
in on my dad going downtown,
Oh,
Mm-mm.
and I was stuck. I was like, "Oh my, what the fuck?"
how
And
old were you?
why? I think I was around 11 then, and I had already knew about sex and stuff, but I was like, "Whoa, this is the first time I actually seen two people doing it."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" And then they told me, I was down there trying to get a hair bump that your mother had down there.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yo,
Oh, he when that tongue was out. His tongue was out, nigga.
a hair bump. That's
A hair
wild.
Yes.
bomb.
Wow.
Man, I was
That's
stuck.
a terrible
Yo,
lie.
I was just stuck. I was froze. I
That was
said,
a terrible
"Oh."
lie.
Man, I
Did
turned
y'all?
around.
I got a question for y'all.
What's that?
So, when I was in high school, like, going downtown, it wasn't cool. I honestly feel like Lil Wayne helped the culture feel okay about going downtown. Do y'all agree? Or did y'all have another influence? Was like, you know what? It's actually all right down there.
No, you want me to
No,
look?
because Lil Wayne is
No,
not
that
my
was before
era.
No,
Lil Wayne.
no.
That's not my era.
Well, he's
I was
my
doing that
era,
way
so
before
I
Yeah,
Weezy.
yeah,
No, I'ma
yeah.
keep it a buck.
I'm not gonna answer this one because Lil Wayne wasn't my influence. He wasn't
I'm
even
gonna tell you
around when
what
I'm
stopped
older than
me.
Lil Wayne, so
I'm
no.
So
gonna
who
tell you
was
what.
it? Teddy
I'm gonna tell you
Pendergrass?
what.
Let me think. You said Teddy Pendergrass. Hey, you know something? Yes, it was. No,
Can I
you
say?
know something? Yes, it was.
I
It
can
was.
tell you a
Turn
story.
off the lights. Yes, you're right.
No,
It
it was.
was. It
It
was
was.
taping in the OJs, and you sure damn right. Yeah,
You
you right.
hold on.
You
You said
know.
you said like I would say for me porn. For me,
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't
Exactly.
no goddamn Lil
Yeah.
Wayne.
It definitely was. It
Yeah.
was definitely
You
As a
know,
matter of
porn
fact,
for real.
the first time I actually the first time I saw porn, it was on accident. It was the thing is we okay, it was in the 90s, so I was like, shoot, if I had to guess throw out an age, I probably was about 6. So this had to be like around 95. So we was trying to find a video to watch, and mind you, I was at the babysitter's house. It was a bunch of us, and we were trying to maybe watch a Disney movie or something like that. So we just found a tape. Mind you, the tape was blank. It
Of
had
course.
nothing on. It
Back
had
then.
nothing on it. It had nothing on it. But a VHS was a VHS. So we popped that thing on in there, and yeah, it was one of those ebony tapes that had the back then they had the music on there, the sexy music with the saxophone and all, because that's how they were back then.
Oh
Saxophone.
man, saxophone was everything.
And when I tell you, we had no idea what we was looking at. But we had to turn but we knew we wasn't supposed to watch it, so it's like we kept on watching it.
I ain't supposed to be watching, but I can't turn away.
I'm watching.
What is this?
Me and my cousin, we like 10, 11 years old, bro. I'm like, with the moaning sound. I'm like, bro, turn that down. Your mom's and dad upstairs.
That's
Mhm.
exactly how.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
as
they
a
got
little
rid of that
kid, we
back.
was
That
looking at
back
porn
button
too.
used to.
And that's how it
That
was.
back of that last button used to save lives, boy. I'm trying to tell you something.
Oh yeah. Back then, especially when I was younger, and like late at night, you remember Skinamax?
I remember.
Uh-huh.
I remember. Watching all those little things. It was,
What
especially
about
when you're a little kid. That was
Uh-huh.
like you ain't know really what you was watching, but you was watching it.
HBO
Yeah.
killed that.
Whoa,
HBO
what is
After
Yeah.
Oh
this?
yeah,
Dark
Hold
killed
up.
it.
HBO After
Mhm.
Dark.
HBO
Oh
After
yeah,
Dark at the
that's
2
when it
o'clock in the
happened.
morning. It's a wrap.
That's when it
Yeah, because
happened.
they used to have the Playboy channel. I used to watch all
Mm-hmm.
that as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I remember watching Deep Throat when I was a little kid. Yeah, I remember seeing Deep Throat and seeing
Yeah.
Vanessa Del Rio and all that stuff. The old people who was doing, So I don't even know who these. I
I
don't even
seen
know
one
who the
when I
porn
was
stars
little.
now because I don't watch porn no more. But I don't know who the people are now. But there used to be some big stars back then.
Yeah,
There's some
they
big
used to do
stars
the
now
damn
too,
thing.
but
Oh, I'm
not
sure
like
it is.
that.
No, I'm sure it is.
Not,
I just don't know. It's a
not
it's a $1 billion business. The porn
yeah. I mean,
industry, $1 billion
Foxy Brown used to be
industry.
Foxy Brown used to
Mm-hmm.
show that thing back then
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah, them
And
them
don't
black
forget, and don't
exploitation
for,
joints.
and yeah,
Dolomite.
and don't
Oh,
forget
well,
about
yeah, but I love all those movies.
Hey,
I love
Dolomite.
all those
That's what it
movies.
was for me. It was Dolomite.
Hmm
and don't forget about Superhead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Superhead.
but before Superhead, Dolomite was he was doing big things. Big things.
Yeah. Yeah. I love all this. I love all the black exploitation era. I love all
Mm-hmm.
those movies. Yeah. DeMarcus put in his SWV downtown. That's the joint right there. Going downtown. That's the way to my love. Yes. SWV, that's my girls right there.
Yeah,
Hey,
as a kid, I actually thought she really meant like downtown in the
Going
city.
shopping.
Yeah,
You
it's
thought
the
she was going talking about
innuendo.
going
It's like
downtown shopping?
Yeah, I thought it
you
was,
thought that as a kid you would think that, but the
oh
adults
no.
knew what it
By
was.
that time, I knew what it was.
I mean, I was
God,
like 8, 9, so I was,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You
we
probably,
was
yeah,
we
yeah.
was a
8,
little bit
9, I
older,
understand.
so yeah. By that time, I already
I
knew what
mean
that was.
that rain song. I mean, what they do, that's talking about something else too.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, right. It is. Yeah. But
SWV.
But
that's
that
how
just shows.
songs
SWV.
was. That's why
I
songs
was
were
going
so
to say
great
that
back
song
then
because you
because
could
they
put the
could talk
subliminal
about
there.
love making or sex and not really
Mhm.
be wrong, raunchy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, of course, some of them was right in your face, like with it, like of course, Between the Sheets. We already knew what the Ozzy Brothers was
Oh
talking
hell yeah,
about
that's a
when they
great
said
song.
that,
but
and
it felt
that's
more
one of my
Mhm.
classy though.
that was one of my
It still was
favorite songs.
classy. It's still
I
classy.
don't know.
Hey,
Hey, Candy, I don't know what he did behind the scenes. All I know is what I saw on screen. And on
No, but he
screen,
talking
when
about
y'all
in the
was
movie,
young,
not
when
behind
yeah.
this
y'all was
in his
younger, did
personal
y'all
life.
ever
Yeah.
when y'all was younger, did y'all ever sing certain songs and your parents had to do the owl neck turn and be like, "What do you know about this song?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Between the sheets was definitely that particular song because I was like maybe like 3 or 4 years old, knew every word to that song, and my parents was like, how you know the words to that song?" I said, "Because y'all told
I
me to know
seen the
more about
Ozzy
these old
Brothers
school
in
songs."
concert. They are so good in concert, even to this day. Right now, they are so good. And
Mhm.
and when that song was played at the concert, the whole arena went crazy. Everybody loved Between the Sheets. You
Yeah.
know, that's how we all got here.
That girl is
From
so.
For
Between the
sure.
sheets.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. You damn right. Oof, man.
And of course Sexual Healing.
Of course,
Oh
yeah.
yes, yeah, that's my
Let's
guy
get
is
it
Marvin Gaye.
on.
Yeah, that's my number one soul singer of all time is Marvin Gaye. Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love me some Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Look, he had great songs. Great songs.
Mm-hmm.
That whole album he did that I Want You album is all he was dedicating that to his woman at the time, Janice, and that whole album is about love making.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you listen to that damn album, you damn near gonna take off your damn clothes and roll around with your man or your woman or whatever in the bed or
That
floor or
was the
something.
time. That was the
Cause
time when
that
all
whole
of them
I
was
Want
doing
You
that.
album is all a
Yeah.
love making album. From the first song to the last song. There is no it's all love making
Mhm.
songs. Yeah. So
That's
Marvin
how they
Gaye hit the
did. Back then,
yeah.
that was the era for that type of stuff. You had Marvin, or you had Teddy P, or you had Isaac Hayes, or you had something. You had somebody that was gonna
Mm-hmm.
be talking about something. Believe
Oh
that.
Well,
yeah.
Teddy
DeMarcus
P.
said women don't shave down there back in the day, down in the 70s and the 80s.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I ain't gonna hold they bush
yeah,
back then was looking good though. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't
It
nothing
was
wrong with
Bush.
that
Hey,
little
that
that
bush.
Bush
little
wasn't nothing wrong
bush.
with that Bush.
Some men still like the bushes. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
depends on
Mhm.
the that's a
As long
preference
as you
thing.
trim
You
it,
know what
as
I'm
long as
saying?
you trim it a little bit, you feel me?
Mhm.
Ain't no
Yeah, we
jungle, but
don't want it to look like a jungle or something. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to see Tarzan swinging from the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see.
Oh
We
my
don't want it to be
god.
no wild jungle down there. Because the more hair that's all big and bulky down there, it stink. You
It
know what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
It
It
wasn't.
can carry
It
hair.
wasn't
funk.
big
You know,
and
You
bulky
got
stink.
that
down there.
P funk, boy.
It just had a. It just had a little bit down there.
And some men don't want to hand their mouth and all that, so it just depends.
She got the
It's a preference.
the
Everybody
snappy nappy
different.
dug out. What?
So much hair you could braid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be dreadlocks down there. If you
Nah.
got dreadlocks, then there's something else going
It
on.
wasn't that.
You
Wasn't
open up
down
your
there,
legs
though.
and you got a whole J5 in that joint. Hey, shorty, look, we're gonna have to talk about something.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, no,
Ain't
it
nothing
shouldn't
wrong
be.
with a little bit of Allen Iverson cornrows. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, not
Oh,
between the
damn.
legs.
Little
It shouldn't be
design.
hanging down, dangling down. You know, that's too much.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I saw them back in the day. They
No,
was
I
looking
ain't talking
good.
about some hair. I'm talking
You
about
damn
when if
right,
it's like
LaBrie. No
wow.
hair in my food. That's right.
You're right.
It's too if it's too wild, no, and then busting all out the sides of the underwear and all that. It's like tame it down.
God damn.
Tame it
Damn.
down. You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You know,
Yeah, that's
you
OD
do it too
right
much.
there. God damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you gotta look for it. You gotta look.
Are you
Right.
happy?
On that note, I might be.
You gotta get the lawnmower out and
Yeah,
shake
hey, listen,
and run the
look for it.
lawnmower
Right,
out.
you damn near going on a scavenger hunt.
What was that
right.
movie? What a scary movie when he bought out
Oh yeah, when he bought
the
up the
weed whacker,
chainsaw
like,
with the weed.
That's yeah. Oh damn, you don't need to get the weed whacker out. That's a
You remember when, on Martin when my man when who was one of them? I think it was Shanae. One of them. My man had to get the gargles to cut her toenails or something.
Oh yeah, Myra.
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
got
disgusting.
Yeah,
you
man.
got to
no,
go to
you
work
y'all
on
no.
Myra's
Now I hope
feet.
y'all okay, it's two women up here. I hope y'all men are making sure y'all taking care of y'all feet. Because the
Oh, for
worst thing
sure.
is men with some messed up feet and toenails and stuff. We don't want no
Yeah.
damn claws. I mean, cut them damn toenails, y'all.
Claws?
Slicing up the
We don't
sheets.
want no claws. We don't want no crust on the bottom of your feet all hard like sandpaper. You ain't about to scratch up my damn legs and stuff in the bed. No,
Nah.
Yeah.
no. Take care of them feet. You know, or keep the damn socks on something.
Yeah.
Y'all still
Shit,
swear
you
with
can't
white
keep them
socks
socks on in the bed now. You taking them motherfuckers off, man.
Hey.
Yeah, but
Nah, hey.
no, I think men should get their feet
Some
taken
women
care
like
of
it with
just
the
as well as
Timbs on.
women.
They like it with the Timbs on.
on. Nah,
Yeah,
son.
Yeah, no, but your feet we just the feet got to be clean and the toenails got to be clipped. You know what I'm saying?
And your ass need to be clean too.
yes,
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
I mean,
all of that.
that's a
Yeah, all
must.
of that. Yes, all
That's a
of that.
must. Can't be
Mhm.
musty up in that joint. Come on now.
And that wig got to be that hair. You got to take that
you
wig.
know
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta
see,
go find a comeback
Labrie
with the
talking about
wig.
his feet exfoliating my
Hold on,
legs.
hold on,
I don't need
Oh,
him to
damn.
scratch his feet up on my legs.
I gotta cook on this now. Your hair got that wig. You gotta let that motherfucker breathe, man.
Well, y'all see, I don't keep no hair, so I don't worry about my wig.
I'm just saying though.
And I
Like,
got some wigs here, but
some people
you know.
had on wigs on.
No, hold on.
We,
What you saying? Is you want dudes that's getting pedicures now?
You can get your feet done at the nail place. You
I'm
can get your
good.
feet done.
you can
I'm good.
you could do that.
Why?
A lot of
I'm
military
good.
men do.
That's not a gay thing to get your feet taken care of.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Oh Lord, your
I
feet
take care
probably
of them.
you
No,
probably
I
got
take
hammer
care of
time on your
mine.
feet in your
I
shoes.
work on. You know what I mean? I
No,
take care of mine, but I ain't going to no daggone salon to do or
but you know what?
no place to do it.
Well,
But
why
on
not?
good
Men be up in there too, and I'm talking about
They
straight
sure
men.
do. Straight men. Yeah, military
Straight
men.
men. I
that's
mean,
all about them.
thug
you
dudes
know
be
what?
up in there.
Hold
That's
You know
all
what,
about
Ego?
them.
I actually it was this woman that I used to it was a black woman. She was a black owned business, and she actually created a business where she did like pedicures and manicures mainly for black men who probably didn't feel comfortable going into spaces like that because maybe they felt like they were ashamed to go in there. So she created one for herself for men to go to. And I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and check her because I never had one before. I went there, and let me tell you something right now. By the time I was done, I felt like I was walking on a cloud.
You wanted to curl up in the fetal position and suck your thumb. That was so good.
Oh damn!
That thing probably felt so good.
Yeah.
Get that crust off your feet.
When she used that when she used that foot
Ain't no
scraper,
crust. You got crust though. You
damn.
get something going.
It wasn't crust, but when she used that foot, that foot scraper, that exfoliated thing, whatever that thing is, that scraper, that thing right there.
And you probably
man.
seen all that in the water. The water probably was black. That's how you got by there.
Well, dang, you know.
Look, PG, Paperboy feet probably hammer time. He don't even.
Nah,
He probably
I
got
ain't
the
got no
cords and
hammer
the
time.
bunions and
No,
all that
I
shit on his
take care of
feet.
my feet. I just don't go to no. I don't go to no. I don't go get no pedicures or nothing. But I
Then you
take care of
I hope you
mine.
put some lotion or some cocoa butter on your feet.
Damn right. I mean, that's a
Hair
must. You
polish
learn that early. Come on, man.
clear
Stop
paint.
playing.
Yeah, I can't
You learn to
stand.
take care of yours early. I mean, now if you're not taking care of it, that's something else. But I learned how to do that early. That's why I'll never step foot in one of those because I ain't had to. I take care of mine.
I want to say this
Okay,
before we
I
all
go.
know.
right,
I got.
all right.
I keep a.
I believe you, boo.
Put it
I
like
believe
this.
you, boo.
I keep a nail clipper. I keep that on my keychain. Okay,
Hold on.
if that tell
Okay.
you anything.
I want to say.
All right.
As long as you're not like
Okay.
Cole with the
Right.
Oh
toenails.
yeah,
Nah,
no, that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
with that
No,
10
you
nail.
can't have no toenail.
that's one thing.
Get
My
the
mama told me
scrabble.
about that early. Said take care of your
There,
fingernails.
I
Take
can't
care of
say.
your feet.
Can
It's
I say?
That's
Let me say
Cole's
that's
this.
a must.
toenails was like a damn bullet coming out.
God damn, I can't say nothing today. Let
My
me
bad.
stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at Boo. You about to-
I just want to give people
Like
y'all
nah.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I just
Detroit.
want to give people y'all flowers, man. I can't. I'll moderate. I won't say nothing. I just want to get the females that actually their hygiene is good. I got to get
Mhm.
Inga. You know she keep herself lined up and stuff like that because there's a lot of women that have short hair and they don't keep that lineup going. They don't go to the barbershop. That lineup be looking crooked. And shout out to PG for
Mhm.
keeping her hair together because I don't have a problem with a woman with a short hair and a weave
I
weave
wouldn't.
on weave on and it's just the fact that the weave be crooked, janky weave, and
Oh
because
yeah.
I see it
PG
stank
has on
too.
point.
I've
I
Stank,
went
always
and got
said
mine
that.
done today and got
I've
my blonde done and my hair cut short. Shit,
yeah,
yeah.
so
I've
that's
always
all I
Hey,
said
wanted to say, man.
I've always said do not
ain't nothing
trust the
wrong with that.
woman. I always said do not trust the woman with a crooked wig because a
Oh
crooked
my
wig means a crooked
Jesus.
life. And
Hey,
Hey,
9 times out of 10, I'm usually right.
damn.
you said a crooked
Good
life.
life.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
If that wig is lopsided, so is her life.
Oh my
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Mm.
Hey, he ain't never lied. Hey,
I don't know.
Think about it. Because think about it. If a woman is wearing a wig and especially a good wig, she wants to make sure it's on point. If you walk outside and your wig is lopsided, what else in your life is off balance?
yeah.
Yeah, got
Maybe she
nasty
cockeyed or
weave.
something.
Listen,
Couldn't
like,
control
hey,
herself.
nah.
She said she didn't say cockeyed.
PG
Mm.
wild as shit.
And you know what I have a pet peeve about the women
Oh
is
man.
women who don't know. If you don't know how to walk in heels, just don't wear them. I can't stand
Right.
seeing these chicks and they be somewhere and they walk and they knowing they feet hurt and they struggling. PG, you seen it. You seen the girl
I
trying to
saw
wear
that
the
all the
boots,
time. I
trying
saw
to
that
wear
all
the
the time.
Mary J. Blige boots and the high
I saw
heel
that
shoes.
all the
And
time
they
when I was
feet
in
probably
college.
stink too.
I saw that
Oh
all the
my
time when
god! And they
and
struggling.
and I'm glad you brought that up because that brings up the next point. When I was in school, and when we was in undergrad and went to the clubs and we saw some girls didn't know how to wear like heels, and you could tell they didn't know how to wear heels because they couldn't stand up right just to even walk 2 steps. And then by the time they were done with those heels, they took them right off. And then they were starting to dance right there on the floor. And by the time they left, their feet was black as my hair.
My
And
God.
I'm
Ooh.
talking
You
about
know,
I'm talking
just
about
don't wear heels if you don't really know how to wear them. They got
I'm
cute
talking
little flat shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Sliding all
they
over the
had
place and
They
shit.
got cute flats. They
by
got
the
cute
time they
flats.
left out of the club that night, they had feet that looked like they just came out of the town
Mm-mm.
of Bedrock.
Some of these women feet is stink and be looking nasty. I know they
Mm.
feet
Yeah,
stink too. I know
yeah.
Sexy Red feet stank and her feet and her breath stank.
Damn.
Oh, everything about her is funky and nasty.
Like,
Wait a
And,
minute,
My
and she's a
God.
where
funky
was she
piece.
from?
She funky and no. Oh, I don't even get me started with her. I can't. Oh God, I can't stand
Wait,
her.
where is she
Next,
from again?
St. Louis.
St.
Okay.
Louis. Yeah, don't even get me started with her. She piece of trash. You
yeah.
know. So
Y'all got anything else? Cause we ain't gonna be on here no 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty
Nah.
sure of
But
that. So
dudes, if y'all don't already know, just like my mama told me, hey, keep your nails clean.
Yes.
Females like to see clean nails.
touch
Like
your
they just
nails,
said,
touch
keep
them
your
nails too.
feet together.
Clean
You know what I mean?
teeth.
Clip
Yeah.
them. You know,
Yeah.
and
That means also
make
keep
sure they wash. If you got to get you a pumice stone or whatever the little egg, whatever you do, Whatever you
brush your
do,
tongue
just
and
make
brush your
sure
tongue
it's
too.
Brush your
straight,
tongue.
bro.
Get a tongue
Yeah, brush
scraper.
your
Get a
tongue.
Yeah.
tongue
Oh
scraper
yeah,
for sure.
definitely with the
And make
tongue.
sure and make sure you get the toe jam from in between your toes too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh
make
yeah,
sure that
that's too much.
definitely brush your tongue. Women,
Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
wash your
Because there's a lot
armpits.
of there's a lot of bacteria on that tongue.
and clean your
That's a
ears too.
fact.
All
Clean
that.
your
Yes, and
ear.
Oh
women,
yeah.
please shave your
Yeah.
underarms. Women should
Yeah,
not have no big, a big
I'm.
ball of afro under their
I want
underarm.
to say this before because we about to get up out of here. But for the people who got wax in their ears, don't get no Q-tip. That ain't gonna
Mm.
do it. Go ahead and get
All
some
that's doing is
wax.
compounding and pushing the wax
Yep,
on in
yep,
even
yep. All
more.
you gotta do
Mm-hmm.
is go ahead and get the wax kit, and you know what I mean. Just go ahead and just squirt that stuff in your ear. It'll get that wax out your ear. Please don't
Yeah.
put that
Melt it
Q-tip
on
in your ear.
down. Tip your ear. Yeah, handle that. Handle that.
Also,
Yeah, yeah,
make sure you floss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please make sure you floss.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want to see the little piece of broccoli still stuck or a piece of steak
hmm
still stuck
Oh
in the back of
damn.
your tooth. You know what I'm saying?
And make sure you get the and ladies, make sure you get the back of that feet when y'all wear them nasty pajamas y'all be wearing with them damn bonnets on your head and going to the gas station. Y'all
Now
feet
I
be
do not
ashy
wear
as hell.
pajamas. I
Nah,
can't
son.
stand that. I do not wear a bonnet and
Nah,
pajamas when I go out of my door.
we're not doing
No,
that.
I don't do that. No, I don't go out my door
No.
with my pajamas and my bonnet on my head. I
And,
Yeah.
don't do
Now I
that.
ain't gonna lie. If
oh,
I drive my nephew to school, if we I may be looking homeless, I ain't gonna hold you. But nobody's seeing me though. So
Right, because you ain't got to get out the car.
Mm.
Yeah,
exactly.
put some dark shades on. Anybody gonna see it?
hey, Peach, what you got coming up? No, I know you know what I mean. We got to get it. Some of Team Toxic or something. What's popping?
Yeah, man. Team Toxic, me and Inga, we got something movie review in the works so soon.
I'm about to say I'm part of Team Toxic too.
You gotta you gotta ask the
Hey.
fellas if they opening up the
Oh yeah,
membership.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they got they open up a
Hey.
membership.
And you got, hey,
No.
I'm gonna say
I
this
got
though.
I gotta
Yeah.
get jumped in. I gotta get jumped in.
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
if you be down with Team Toxic, the women, the ladies, they might not like it. Now
Oh, they
you
already mad with me now anyway. It's all right.
well, you down. Well, you there. You go then.
Oh
It'll be
well.
harsh, Inga. It's gonna be like don't be a menace. You get double dutch jumped in. That's it.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. Mm-hmm.
You
But
got to
yeah,
get in the game.
Mm.
Get in the.
but yeah, I'm working on. I gotta get this last episode of The Power. I got my New York vlog that I'm trying to edit, so that'll be on my other channel. But yeah, just it's real light over here. At
She's been
PG.
working on that power for 5 years.
I know, right?
So
Well, I mean, it's
I'm
6
just,
seasons, man.
no, I'm just,
Oh
I
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
Get them
teasing.
nose
I'm
hairs.
just
Get them
laughing.
nose hairs.
Oh
Right.
yeah, them
You
nose hairs
ain't
gotta
got too
go.
much. You got 2 more months, man. You'll be back on Trap Church will be over. I mean, be open
Oh
again. So you
yeah,
good.
I do miss
Mhm.
Trap Church, and I always try to make sure that I'm there on the first Sunday to get that juice.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, if y'all don't have that, please definitely get them. I know maybe it's just an old school thing that I learned from my grandfather. If you don't have that bag, if you ain't got, I mean, I still got the same little black bag that got
The
all your little
hygiene
stuff in
bag,
the hygiene bag.
the
If
little
you
leather
don't,
bag,
you
yes.
you got to step your game up,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Hey,
You got to step your game up. I'm sorry.
what you, Inga, what you got coming up?
And Marcus said, don't forget y'all nose hairs,
For
okay?
sure, for sure, for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What I got coming up? I'm trying to get busy, get a little bit stuff coming up. So Detroit and we going to be going back and recapping. Oh wait a minute, I'm about to get out of order. First things first. We're going to be doing The Wire. Um,
Well, you want to get
Detroit,
down? You
Paper
want
Boy said he
yeah.
agreed. PG said she
Okay,
agreed. I'm trying to see if I can get Brillo. I sent the message to him. I haven't heard back from him yet.
okay.
And we're gonna just talk about not just talk about the overall show. Well, I want to break down characters. So I got like all the list of characters, and I just want
Mm-hmm.
we all give our opinions, talk about different things, what we like, what we don't like. So it's gonna be a great conversation because we got 5 seasons and a lot of characters. So
Mm-hmm.
out,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So so if go
That's a
either go
lot.
back and, rewatch it, or whatever. Go watch clips so we can be ready for that. And we're gonna do that. What day I say? The 31st. I want to do that on the
That's
31st.
that's Friday,
Yeah,
right?
Next
yeah,
Friday.
next Friday. And then the OJ documentary gonna be coming out on the 29th. And so I'm gonna get with Moochie in Detroit. We're gonna talk about
Mm-hmm.
that. And because I like talking about my documentaries. And then Detroit and I, one more time, Detroit just hanging with me. He riding with me, and he in the
Mm-hmm.
passenger seat riding with me. We're gonna be going back doing Snowfall and
Mm-hmm.
seasons 1 and 2, and we just gonna kind of recap it, just sort of like a throwback on that. Um, so it's just more to come. And I do want to do that Kobe Bryant documentary that's coming on Saturday, and it's a 3-part documentary. So I'm gonna try to get with Moochie in Detroit. We're gonna figure out a date. Maybe we can how we gonna work that out. I want to talk about the Kobe Bryant documentary. So I'm gonna be trying to do a lot of documentaries because I really do like documentaries. So and then and then getting ready for March. Y'all know what's gonna be happening in March. Yeah.
March 7th.
I meant to
March
put
7th.
a little video out today. I didn't get a chance, but I'm gonna get a little video talk about Canaan and all that. So that'll be dropping at some point.
What
So
about you, Paperboy?
Well, your boy be back. I know I've been taking a little hiatus, getting everything together. I really, really was going to just stop because YouTube is really they getting on my nerves. I'm tired of censorship and not being able to say what I want to. But
right.
For Black History Month, once a week I'm gonna be doing one movie breakdown of one movie. It's gonna be movies that actually have to deal with like social issues. The first movie that I'm doing is gonna be Strap, and
That's a good one. Good one.
so
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be starting next month. So just be on the
Yeah.
lookout for that notification.
I was
Tori,
gonna do that too at one point. I was gonna do Strap. Yeah.
Tori, what about you, my brother?
Oh well, I got quite a few things coming up next week.
Mhm.
Well, as far as live streams go, well, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing my Sound Off Saturday, which is something I do at the end of every month, where I allow my audience to come up and give a 2 sound off limit of anything that they want to just go off about for whatever. It doesn't have to be anything. It could just be about anything. There's something I let them come up and talk about. I'm also going to be inducting Sexy Red into my Blacaren Hall of Shame for that stunt she pulled with that AI image with her and Dr. King. And
She's a piece of trash. She's a trash.
And his daughter had to get on her about that, and to the point where she broke down and actually finally apologized to her. But I said the damage was already done because
Yeah, so I don't care if she
because
apologized.
because I said
She
you
shouldn't
shouldn't
have
have
been in the
even
first
done that.
place. You shouldn't have to tell somebody that that's a wrong thing to do. You shouldn't even have to tell her that. Like,
And
come on now. I mean, this shit is garbage.
and
These kids don't
also
have no decorum. Sorry.
Exactly.
and also I'm gonna be doing a live on Solomon Henderson. If y'all don't know, he was the 17-year-old that did that mass shooting in Antioch, Tennessee. Yesterday was it 2 days? Yesterday or 2 days
Oh
ago?
yeah. He
That
said that.
story,
Then he said that.
the
What's her
details
name
behind
was?
the details behind that one is very disturbing. I mean, it's like the more and more I read into it, it's crazy. Like more about him than anything. Because if self-hate was a specimen that needed to be studied, it was that kid. I mean, my God, it was horrible. But yeah, I'm gathering all the stuff that I need to get for that one because that's going to be that's a rabbit hole right there that I'm almost scared to go down myself. But I said I got to talk about it.
Is that the kid that said that he was influenced by Candace Owens?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Candace Owens, you on the chopping block, baby.
Yeah, that's not good because when I was looking at it, he mentioned other people's names, but he said that Candace Owens inspired him above all else. That means she was at the top of his list. And I said, you know what? She better hope that a certain 3-letter organization doesn't come knocking on her door.
The Feds.
And ironically, she lives in and here's the irony. She lives in
Nashville. Isn't she pregnant again?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna say this. A good looking OG man for coming through. Appreciate you, my brother.
No problem.
And I want to if y'all want to sing along before we go, y'all can. If y'all don't have to. Shout out to Uncle Donald Trump, and I want to send my
Oh
condolences.
Lord.
No, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to send all my condolences to my migrants and my immigrants. I wish y'all well to back to safe and sound to your homeland. And hey, goodbye. Na 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 na.
Oh my god.
Oh
Hey,
Lord.
goodbye. Not my problem. Thank you, Uncle Donald.
Sorry.
Clean the streets up. Clean them up. Ain't
It's
that right,
funny you
PG?
mentioned that, Detroit, about him
Yeah.
saying you saying uncle. I don't know what's worse though. You calling him your uncle or Byron Donalds calling him his daddy.
When
Did
I
y'all see?
said
Did y'all see? Did y'all see that?
I
no,
ain't
that
see
was
it, but it's all crazy to me.
I saw that was nasty work. I'm just playing about calling him Uncle Donald.
Yeah,
He
because
really meant what he said.
Byron Donalds meant that.
But shout out to Donald Trump for doing the Lord's work. So we don't have to
Yes.
keep and can
Not
continue
the
to keep
Lord's
doing it.
work.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
it's been time.
It's been
Sorry.
Cut the
overdue.
live. Hey, Detroit, cut the live. Cut the live.
He said, not the Lord.
Because
Not the Lord.
you about to head into that territory. I'm just
Torian, you gonna end up
Hey.
doing a video on Detroit after a while.
Right.
We good. We good.
Hold
As
on.
long as
Tori
you
is
do
my
one on that Jigaboo nigga Snoop
Tori is
Dogg
my
first.
Tori is my brother
With
though
his
because
Jigaboo ass.
he know
Oh,
these
leave Snoop alone.
he know these migrants and immigrants got to go
He
back
did it to
home.
himself.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, I know, but
Snoop
I'm
did it
not
to
counseling.
himself.
I ain't counseling nobody. You know.
He canceled himself. In my eyes, he canceled himself. You gonna call somebody else a Jigaboo and
Oh
all
yeah,
that?
he
Who
was
gonna be
wrong
the
for
first?
that. Now
And then he gonna be the
wrong.
first one going up there to get a check.
I
Yeah,
know
you did it to
crazy.
yourself, bro.
He was crazy for that. That
But
was
no,
wild.
but for real, I meant everything I said about them gone. Though. I don't feel sorry for them.
Nope.
You've been in my country
Bye.
too long. Bye. Go home and make.
And I'm just. It was diabolical how he cut off that app as soon as he got elected. Like within the hour, that app was gone.
Yep.
Peace. Hey, PG, what Pam say? Peace.
Yeah.
See that?
He was that was one of the rawest moves I've ever seen in my life, bro. That
I
was
love
raw.
it.
They
I
was over
love
there
it.
crying.
Now, Detroit. What if I told you that I'm a immigrant? Or I'm a migrant. I came here. I don't have no papers. Now, you want me to go?
Bye.
You want me to go? You want Ginger Snaps to get thrown out?
We'll be
You
saying
know what I'm saying?
Bye.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
You
gonna
gonna tell me
say it like
bye?
a little. I'm gonna say it like
He
a
gonna say bye. Damn, that's
uncolored
messed
white
up.
girl. Bye.
That's wrong, y'all. Y'all is wrong.
Hey,
Y'all
I'm
wrong.
gonna say, Inga, I wish you well. I love you. But hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You know what I
Damn.
mean?
Bye.
Okay. I had to log
Don't
in
send a
from
postcard.
I had to log in from my country. You know
Let me tell you,
Yeah, you actually be out in your
before
country, Detroit, and he could be all right.
Yeah.
the crazy thing is though, right?
He
Why
probably, PG. He probably do a goodbye live for me.
Yeah, he
That's what
will.
he'll do.
Yeah.
He'll do a goodbye live for
Oh,
me.
man.
I'm like Inga, my sister Inga. I'm sorry we couldn't do more content together, but
Yes, send us some money to her cash out while she packing up her bags and getting them out of here.
I'm like Isis. I'm sorry. I wish I could save you, but I just can't.
I'm like Detroit. ICE is at my door. Come save me. You know what I'm saying? Come
I
get
ain't gonna
me.
hold. Hey, PG. They hear heavy. The ISIS. They went up in mad schools. They not playing no games.
That's crazy.
Y'all gotta go. Gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Plays in
You ain't got to go home, but
I ain't playing Candy.
No, you actually gotta go home.
You got exactly. You
Candy, he not playing. He would give me the hell
because
about.
they got other countries that saying we'll take some of the migrants. We'll take. So you ain't got to go home.
Candy, he not playing.
He know that.
Candy, he not playing. He will get me the hell up out of here. He like, bye, Egg. He'll do a goodbye live. You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't gonna do
He'll
no.
send you some goodbye Chick-fil-A.
I got. If
Right.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
get
do
her
it.
a package together. We're gonna get her a care package together.
Right. Everybody in YouTube got to chip in $1 or something.
Hawaiian rolls, Stella rolls.
Yeah, give me some. Yeah, give me some Hawaiian rolls.
Trying to sit.
Oh man, they gonna get Candy. They gonna get me the hell up out of here. They gonna like, look, girl, you been lying all this time. You ain't from the DMV, girl. You from you from
Dominican
you
Republic.
from
You from the
Dominican
DR.
Republic or somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I've been wanting this to happen though. Like it ain't got nothing to do with us because I posed the
Oh
question
man.
and I talk about it. I next week or whatever. I'm not going live no more. Just only on midnights or whatever. But you gotta pose the question. If it was us, Black Americans, that they send us like that, would other people be caping up for us?
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
We ain't going that easy though.
No, what they want. So hey, ain't got nothing to do with me. I mean, Inga said she minded her black business. I'm minding my damn business. Torian minded his business. He said he chose the couch. I'm not mad at it. PG, she got other things to be worried about. She can't be worried about them. I hope they got some burritos waiting for them back at their homeland.
Mm,
Oh hey, that's all
Man,
they got.
please. Oh my goodness.
They
Lord.
don't.
Chipotle.
No, he didn't say
English tacos and
nothing.
burrito.
Not the burritos. Oh Lord.
I hope my fellow Nigerians got some some jollof ready. Get your jollof.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh my goodness.
Shout out to y'all though,
He gonna
man.
get ginger snaps up out of here. Say bye, ginger
Ginger
snaps.
says
They'll
I
send you right back
would have
and send you right to Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger
Yep.
says I would hope you would go find the raw. In DC they got a couple Harriet Tubman. If y'all know y'all history, it's a couple of underground railroads in the DMV. You gotta go find
Yeah.
them, man, and hide under there. Inga, you be all right.
The
Hey.
ancestors do not approve.
For how long though? How many packs of Hawaiian rolls we gotta see?
Yeah, I know. To be on the Underground
Oh my
Railroad,
God.
how many packs of Hawaiian rolls I need? And
Yeah.
a little slice of ham to go
And not
into
just
the
the
Hawaiian
rolls,
roll. You know what I'm
and not
saying?
just the rolls,
Yes,
because
sir.
now we know they sell about a loaf, so you can get them
Yeah.
loaves too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
We
love
only get
Everybody
Tori
You
gonna
know.
Tori gonna look out for you. He'll look out
Oh
for
my!
you.
Nah, Inga, she wouldn't be going nowhere. She
But
would have
don't
got
forget,
married. She
but
would have got
Detroit.
married to an
I
American.
But wait a
I
minute,
married one
Detroit.
of
It's
y'all
called a.
asses just to say him. Like I'm gonna marry one of y'all.
Detroit, you gotta officiate that.
I'm married.
I gotta fit.
I'm gonna marry one of y'all.
But wait a minute, Detroit. They're gonna need to stay warm so you can get them a pair of corduroys.
I got that. We
Yeah.
gonna take care of that. We
I'm
got.
gonna run down the Candy house and hide down there in her house. That's where I'm going.
Get all
I'm
the chicken
building
you
me
eat.
a home.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
back down to
building
Candy
Oh
me
house.
my
a
God!
home.
Like you don't want to be
Mhm.
undocumented in South Carolina. That is not
Hell
where
Oh
you
well,
no,
want to
yeah,
but
be.
that's true.
but
That's
we
not
up
where you
out of
want
here
to
though,
be.
Candy,
man.
Candy will protect me.
Candy,
Candy